So many probiotics. How can I choose?
We are the New York Knicks. I'm back in New York. Well, it's the Knicks. New York. We are the New York Knicks. New York. For this new season we're about to enter, the Knicks taking no shorts just like winter.
New York, New York.
New York be about the Knicks, huh?
But the best thing about New York City is K-N-I-C-K-S.
Everybody say go New York, go New York, go!
All right, everybody, welcome to the New York Knicks podcast, episode 397, part of the Almighty Baller Podcast Network. This is our, I believe, 8th annual live fantasy draft. Mark is not allowed to have a team anymore, so he's just going to be commentating on what's going on.
It's ever since I got registered as a sex offender, I'm no longer allowed to do fantasy basketball. It is what it is. The courts are kind of ridiculous. I'm challenging it. We're going to the Supreme Court. We're going to get myself back in fantasy basketball.
Yes. So,
by the way, so when I click on the live stream thing so I could watch what's going on in the draft, the first thing that comes on is a commercial for women's probiotics. I guess our show is the demographic for our show also likes women's the digestion issues.
That's our new sponsor.
Yes. So anyway, I can can you make this bigger? I can't even see the goddamn draft.
Yeah, I could probably.
On the live stream, there's a picture. I'm seeing Jay and the screen. I don't want to see Jay. Well, can you just make the picture bigger? No one wants to see you, Jay.
Yeah, I know, but okay, that might work.
Just make the screen bigger.
Yeah, it takes a little. It's not instant.
Oh God!
Christ.
Instant now. Is the draft starting?
Yeah, the draft is on.
What am I seeing? Like I'm seeing mirrors here. It's like Zach Jay showing a picture of himself with a picture of those things where you just look on forever. No. Come on, Jay, make this work. I didn't know what was going on in the draft, Jay. The draft started.
Yes, Stephen Curry just got nominated.
Okay,
you might be on a little lag. Let me know if the window adjusts. You should be fine in like 10 seconds. Is
there a lag in us talking? Can people hear us? If you're in the draft, are people doing the show? Can they hear us talking during the draft?
Yes. Okay,
so Stephen Curry, I would say he's going to be washed up this year. I would bid $1, nothing over. I heard he's already injured. He said he's already gotten enough titles. He's bored of this. He's going to play baseball like Jordan.
You're talking him down has not worked so far. He's up to $71.
Okay. I can barely see this stuff because the screen's so small. But yeah, so my understanding is Stephen Curry is actually getting shorter also. Much like they say Kristaps Porzingis might still grow, he's going through a short spurt. He'll be 5'7" by November. Jay, I can't hear you talking, Jay.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to do two things at once.
What were I saw you drinking, Jay. Yeah, you had a drink during the episode?
I was.
This is so painful. You're like, I need intoxication to make this work. I need the drugs.
I'm making the window bigger for you.
Please, Jay. You should have been on this already. Who are we up to now? Who's drafting? Did anyone take DeAndre Jordan?
DeAndre Jordan has been nominated.
Okay. We all understand that Chris Paul is not throwing him the ball. And if Chris Paul does throw him the ball, it's called a turnover. He's going to be horrible. Whoever has him up to $13 for DeAndre Jordan, I wouldn't even pay him that. If I was Dallas, I wouldn't even pay him that. Clippers, I wouldn't even pay him that contract.
How is the window looking for you now?
What's up?
The window looking good?
Can you see this? You're blocking half the window. Now I see okay, that's better. That is better.
Okay, good.
That is better. Okay. Should I just keep harassing you about it no matter what you do? I just will not leave.
No, because at some point I actually have to concentrate on the actual draft.
I just keep pretending it's bad the whole time.
That's your strategy. If you can't have it, you just.
I can't see actually how much he's going for. It's the only thing I can't see. Can you move it over slightly? I know. Oh.
Are you actually messing with me, or you can't see it?
What? I know. I can see. I see DeAndre Jordan. Everything's picked, but I can't see how much he's actually going for. The bidding amount is over to the other side of the screen.
Okay. I will fix that.
Kevin Durant. So I missed all the DeAndre Jordan action because of you.
It was fast and furious.
I was excited. All I wanted this draft for was about what happened with DeAndre Jordan. Now I won't know. Okay.
You see, now you're talking to me, and it's my turn to nominate a player.
Wait, are you nominate Kevin Durant?
I'm going to nominate Westbrook.
Now, Porzingis, you go with the Knicks. let's just see. It's a Knicks league. See how crazy people are.
I'll do it going forward. I didn't want to keep everybody.
Oh
waiting.
my God! Can you just nominate already? You're taking forever.
I did.
Okay, but I can't see where the drafting thing is. Now you have your face in front of it. Oh yes, that's perfect. Perfect, Jay. You've nailed it. Can you make your actual eyes smaller? Just make your eyes and your nose, like everything just smaller. Your head smaller.
It's gonna be a long night, isn't it?
A very long night. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So if someone close to you, and they've had a dog for like 15 years, and the dog passes, it's sad. I know that's sad. And I've known the dog for a long time. I'm very sad about it. But what do you do to honor the dog? Do you send something? I know this is related to the Knicks. I'm just curious.
No.
You don't send anything? Like I texted them and I'm really sorry about your dog. Like I feel
That's more than enough. Yeah.
There's nothing else they need to do.
No.
Because I was thinking, do we send flowers? And then I'm like, do we just send them a new dog? Dogs can't be that expensive. Is that like, is that obnoxious? You just send them a new dog? They're like,
I mean, if you have a neighbor with a barking dog, you just kidnap it and drop it off at your friend's place.
Is this like a Seinfeld episode? You can just drop it off and go like, you can just send it and go like with the name on replacement. Jimmy Butler's being nominated. $25 for Jimmy Butler. Keep in mind he's got to share the ball with Towns and with Wiggins, and it's not going to be. I don't think he's going to have that great of a season.
No, I think he's going to be pretty good. So just to recap, Jordan went for 26, Durant went for 77, Westbrook went for 74, and Butler went for 49.
Okay, what are you doing on the screen now, Jay? What are you doing, Jay?
Let's not comment every time I move a screen.
Every time I'm gonna comment. So what did Jimmy Butler go for?
49.
That's a lot for Jimmy Butler.
You
Guys,
think?
what about
He's gonna put up good
Timmy Hardaway? Hardaway is going to put – this league does not count defensive stats. They don't matter. Hardaway's going to put up some numbers.
Well, no, this league counts blocks and steals. Those are defensive stats.
Well, Timmy Hardaway got a steal last night in preseason. He got a block last night in preseason. I may be making up that last part. He got a couple assists. He got a rebound or two. He's going to have a good season. He is going to be worth somewhere near $72 million. Maybe less than $72 million, but he'll be worth a good amount. I'd say he's what level do you think his contract's going to play up to? He's getting paid how much this year? $18 million.
Yeah.
Okay, how much do you think he's going to be worth? You had to put it in total on his production that we're going to get from him, and I'm going to thinking that he is probably going to score between 18 and 20 points a game. Do you see his shooting in the preseason? His shooting is actually like, forget the defense side of things. His shooting wise, he's shooting like 46, 47% from the field, shooting about 40% from 3-point land. He's had a pretty good preseason with shooting.
Yeah, he's still. I don't know. I haven't seen what he's doing on D, and he's been turning the ball over a lot. So
he's been turning the ball. Everyone has. His passing is a lot better though.
Mm-hmm.
If you've been watching, I know you haven't been watching. Jay, have you been watching?
So he's. I don't know. I mean, I think he's probably.
Have you actually been watching any preseason games?
I think he's probably worth.
Have you been watching any preseason games?
Harden just went for 70, and Atenkwampo just went for 72.
Holy crap! Now I have to watch another commercial.
Is that how this works? I don't know.
I guess so. I'm back to another commercial. Also, I am again feeling about women's probiotic.
I think we need to try and figure out what's that Twitter one? It begins with a P. Periscope.
The P?
Yeah.
Oh, something to do with like a submarine.
And when I say we need to figure out Periscope, I guess I mean
Periscope.
I guess I mean I do.
Do you think I'm gonna figure it out? I'm watching this commercial again. Why am I watching it again?
Yeah.
Why does anyone live stream the show? I keep watching this commercial.
If anybody wants to send us directions on how to do Periscope, please let me know. Ricky Rubio, he's up to 22. How do you think he's going to do this season?
I wouldn't know that. I'm watching women's probiotic commercials. It's the best thing ever. Ricky Rubio, do you like women's? Do you have women probiotic issues? Oh my God.
Rubio just went for 23. That's not bad.
Yeah, back in the draft. But now I'm seeing Adecombo. What the? Okay, now I see Ricky Rubio. 23 for Ricky Rubio?
That's not bad.
Isn't he going to kill you with points? I feel like he's going to. Well, actually, what's his shoot? Does he shoot well, percentage-wise?
No.
I feel like he's a pretty low shooter.
Yes, that's the knock on him.
Okay, and he doesn't. I mean, he'll probably get you 12 points a game. maybe a little more. Kawhi. Potentially MVP of the league, Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, he can actually win it this year.
Have we predicted MVP? What do you
No,
think?
we haven't. I think he's got a really good chance because he's not on a super team. Everyone else is playing with another All-Star. I don't think Aldridge is even making the All-Star team this year. So he's probably going to be the lone All-Star on that team.
I haven't watched San Antonio in the preseason, but I know I'm just looking at the box scores. Aldridge has looked pretty good in the preseason, at least box score wise.
Yeah.
I still think he's going to be. I know he wasn't that good in the playoffs last year, but I still think regular season he's going to put up decent numbers. But Kawhi could have won the MVP last year.
Yeah, he was top 4, I think.
If you look at who's going to get it, I really think it's tough to give it to Kevin Durant if you have Steph Curry playing well. I agree with you. If Harden, if you have Chris Paul playing well, Westbrook, if you have Paul George or Melo playing well, LeBron, they're just not going to give it to again.
No.
Do you think LeBron? What does LeBron have to do to win the MVP again?
I mean, first of all, he's got to start trying on defense before April.
They'd have to win upper 60s, 67, 68 games, and he'd have to average a triple-double before them to give him the MVP.
And
Doesn't
he
matter
would have to do that
else.
with Isaiah Thomas injured.
Yes. Well, Isaiah Thomas is injured to January.
Oh, it's official? He's out that long?
I thought it was. I mean, I don't know what the I thought he was out to January, at least January.
Leonard went for 63. Wall went for 53.
53 for Wall. That's not bad for Wall. Why is anyone going to nominate a Nick?
Porzingis
Come on.
just got nominated.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
How much did Porzingis go for?
He's going right now.
Oh, well, I can't see that because this goddamn Ustream thing is awful.
There's a little bit of lag, right?
There's a horrible. Okay, there I see KP 17. Okay, so this is rumors, but rumors are that Porzingis is going to average a tuplet double this year. Every category in this he's going to average double figures.
Well,
Double figures in rebounds, double figures in blocks, double figures in steals. He is going to be amazing this year.
Well,
he's actually going to wear a cape on the court.
He just went for more than Wall and more than Butler.
$56?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say. What do you think he's going to do? So going back to Timmy Hardaway real quick, how much money do you think Timmy Hardaway is going to be worth this year? Put a value on it.
In NBA dollars or in draft dollars?
In Bitcoin.
1 Bitcoin.
Put an NBA, yeah, obviously in money, in your Ethereum Bitcoin crap. What? How much in NBA? How much in NBA dollars? Yes. Based on what other players are getting in the league, how much money is going to be really worth? If you put him back on the open market for 1 year, what
That's
do you think?
A good question.
What is not what do you think he's going to do? How much? You know what they say? They say this his production equals this much money.
Right.
And so I'm not sure what he actually has to do to hit $18 million. I imagine it's play defense for part of the time. But I'm thinking he puts 18 to 20 points a game. He's going to shoot pretty, his efficiency is going to be better than Melo's this year. He's going to have a higher shooting percentage than Melo did last year. He's going to get maybe a steal a game, maybe a couple rebounds, maybe a couple of assists. And he's going to play not as bad as last time defense.
Yeah, I would say 18 to 20.
So how much? Yeah. So how much money do you think he's actually worth?
Yeah, 18 to 20.
So you think it's gonna be worth more money than his contracts? They're underpaying him
For this season, yeah.
Wait, so you must be a really big fan of the contract. I don't understand, Jay. Do you understand the question?
You asked how much do I think he's going to be worth?
So you think he's gonna live up to his contract?
Yeah.
I thought you hated this signing.
Porzingis?
No. Timmy Hardaway.
Oh, Timmy Hardaway. You're back to that.
What are you drafting? You're paying attention to the draft? Pay attention to me, Jay. I'm the only one that's important here.
You went right from Porzingis went for 56 to saying how much do you think he's going to be worth?
We never finished the contract. Look, I feel like the question, the conversation, KP's worth a lot of money. The conversation about Timmy Hardaway is more interesting.
Well, in this draft, KP just went for more than Chris Paul. He went for 51.
So you got to put up Knicks only, Jay. Can you agree with me next time when you nominate, you're only going to put up Knicks?
Yeah.
Okay. You have to only put up Knicks. And put up Noah and see what happens.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Timmy
See,
Hardaway.
that's the problem. I can't put only up Knicks because there's probably only 2 that are going to get drafted.
Oh, just put only up Knicks. What do you give a crap about this league? Now, $18 million for Timmy Hardaway.
I mean,
what do you think?
There is money involved.
Oh, it's not my money. I thought you were going to be a Bitcoin / Ethereum millionaire. So what's the difference, Jay?
I think Hardaway is going to be worth 13 to 15.
Oh my God! It took you that long to make an answer. I'm going to say probably closer to $15 million. I think of the $18 million, he's not going to be underpaid. He's not going to be overpaid by that much.
I just got outbid on Dennis Schroeder.
Well, Dennis Schroeder has awful hair. Who has worse hair, Dennis Schroeder or Jeremy Lin?
Schroeder.
Have you seen Jeremy Lin's new do?
I haven't seen it. He changes his haircut like every 5 minutes.
It's as if Jeremy Lin said, "Hey, I want a new haircut," and the barber and the stylist was like, "Oh, what should I do with it?" And Jeremy Lin said, "First, drink this paint thinner, and then do whatever you want." LeBron.
People are asking why the Autobot bids certain amounts. It goes by what the projected value is in the league.
Wait, are people auto drafting it?
There's 2 people that aren't here right now. Hopefully they show up. But like, say LeBron's projected value is 53, so the bot is gonna bid up to 53.
Is LeBron only going 56? I would put it pretty high for LeBron. He should clear 60. You would think, right?
Yeah, I would definitely think so. He just cleared 60.
Okay, because he's going to play. You have to figure LeBron's going to play at least 70 games.
He's
and
a
in
robot,
all those
yeah.
games, he's going to probably play like 39 minutes to 40 minutes in all those games.
I mean, the guy plays like 75 a game a season, and those 7 are because the coach like makes him sit for rest.
And he almost averaged. I mean, everyone was talking about Westbrook. LeBron almost averaged a triple-double last year. And realistically, LeBron could have, not to like kiss his ass, but he could have won the MVP the last 3 years. Like, his numbers have been amazing every year. I mean, would you argue LeBron, like, at some point, basically, sometimes I feel like there's a LeBron bias against him, the way there was against Jordan.
Yeah, definitely. 66
Like,
for LeBron. That's fair.
Yeah, it's fine. I
He's
mean,
gonna
like
put up
Karl
proper
Malone's
women.
like, I know my MVP wasn't real. Charles Barkley's like, I know that was Jordan's MVP, but I'm just gonna keep it anyway. Okay, Jay. Other Knicks. Courtney Lee gets a bunch of money. Am I gonna watch this goddamn thing again?
Really?
Is everyone else watching the probiotic commercial all the time?
The ad comes up that often?
Oh my God.
No wonder nobody
And-
watches our live.
Skip is now watching a Capital One ad. This is the worst thing ever. And now they're taking me to the. I'm now watching the probiotic ad again. Jay, you have to figure out the other site because this is awful.
I didn't know our listeners were going through this.
Oh my God. If I have to watch this. So here's what happens in the probiotic commercial. This woman's going to the supermarket. She talks about whatever about her digestive issues. And then the woman on the box goes, "Hey, ma'am, you can put me through your stomach and that way you'll shit well." And it's awful.
So
It's called Beat Biotic.
Gobert is going for a lot.
Gobert's going to put up pretty good numbers, especially with Rubio.
Yeah, but he's going for a lot.
You don't think there's going to be a Rubio bounce for Gobert?
He just went for 54.
Oh, well, that's crack smoking.
Paul just said y'all crazy.
I would say Gobert's going to have a bounce. I think like he's going to have his year's going to be a little better because of Rubio, but I mean that's goddamn insane.
Yeah.
I want to do the Facebook questions while we do this because I mean I assume no one listening to the episode is going to make it much further. Ben writes, "Is the Knicks partnership with Squarespace a dig at Mr. Zen and the first in a long line of non-triangle based sponsorship firms?"
That
Also,
would be so funny.
Timmy's percentages are 59, 41, 80 for the preseason. Is he the next Jordan, and should we offer him a bigger contract?
Seriously, can you imagine if he does that for the season?
I mean, well, if he did it for the season, then Timmy would get the end. Then he would be underpaid by a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
those numbers are insane. That's like MVP level numbers.
Drummond just
Like-
went for 16.
A shooting guard shooting 60%, that'd be kind of crazy.
Yeah. Especially since he shot like 20% when he was on the Knicks.
But I also do think he's a much better shooter now, and I think he's going to get, with this offense, I think he's going to get better shots. I would say he's going to be 46, 47% from the field, and probably 30, maybe 38% from three-point land, which will be really good numbers.
Yeah.
What other sponsors can we give the Knicks besides what other kind of triangle digging?
By the way, I feel like they're wasting their money Towns just went for 70.
Oh, well, on Towns?
Yeah.
Who's wasting their money?
Squarespace, because if I didn't know, like, if you don't know what their logo looks like, it's not going to help you. It's just a bunch of squiggly lines.
Do you think that in some ways they did this because of the triangle? I think they did this because they knew it was a joke. They'd get a bunch of extra publicity because of this.
I don't know. But, like, honestly, if you, like, I would never have known what it was.
No, I agree, but I think it has to be. You don't think this is part of it. You don't think they were smart enough to go, the Knicks are getting rid of the triangle, Squarespace will be a hilarious logo for them. Like, does anyone else have Squarespace?
No.
It has to be it has to be the triangle joke.
I don't get this league so far. Towns just went for 70, and then Griffin went for 28.
Griffin went for 20. Dude, why didn't you take Griffin for 28?
Because I don't believe he's going to play more than, like, 50 games.
Well, then that's why he went for 28.
Yeah, but Towns for 70 is kind of crazy.
Towns for 70 is kind of nuts. Do you think Wiggins and Towns this year will play defense?
I hope so. It would be so nice to see the Wolves be good.
I mean, Wiggins, when he came in the league, the big thing about when everyone was like, he's going to be really good on defense. And they were like, well, LeBron trading away from Cleveland.
He's been such a detriment on defense, and he was projected to be so good.
Yeah, I mean, that's also why you don't never know. But, like, he's been horrific on defense.
Big baller.
I know. They say Towns is pretty bad also so far, but, like, Wiggins is one of the worst defensive players in the league.
Yeah.
So Tibbs, and the fact that, like, he has Tibbs coaching him, so you'd hope Tibbs can, like, make him figure it out. I would think with Jimmy Butler there, Jimmy Butler can, like, get on his ass and maybe, like, make this work. I don't know.
What do you think of Lonzo Ball for 15?
Do it. Garbage. He's gonna get garbage stats. Do it.
Well,
are you not gonna do him for 15?
No, somebody else took him for 15.
Why didn't you take him for 15? He's gonna play. Do you know someone pointed out that all like all the point guards taken in the top 15 in the draft are been injured during preseason?
Every single one.
I mean, it's unbelievable. I would love to see Nicotina play. I'm excited about him, but he hasn't even played in the preseason. Can we have one preseason where our starter, like all our players are just healthy? Does that happen for the Knicks ever? I'm excited about Dotson though. Did you watch Dotson at all last night?
Yeah, he's looking good.
Yeah, he's looking pretty. I feel like they found something here. I feel like he's not going to like explode this year, but I feel like he's going to be a good player.
You know, if we can draft a guy that late and get like a 10-minute a game bench player, that's still a win.
I think he's going to be more than 10. I think he's going to be a Courtney Lee level player.
That would be nice. Anthony Davis going for 64.
64 for Anthony?
Under is that the amount of games he plays?
Okay, is your basically your strategy here waiting for everyone be out of money?
Yeah, I've click bid maybe 3 times so far.
What's the total? What's the
you get
how many?
$200.
How much?
200.
Okay, it'd be great. Could you have set it up so everyone gets Ethereum and has to figure out how much Ethereum value there is?
Halfway through the draft, I'm sorry, it went down 25 points, so now you're out of money.
If anyone doesn't know that, if you listen to our Brink of Sanity show, Jay has started investing, if you would, in cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin, Ethereum. He may, and so far it's all gone up really well. So he might end up doing really well in this.
Made $600 yesterday.
I thought when you texted me, you made $800.
Well, it adjusted a little bit.
If you can do that, if you make the $600 every day, then come talk to me.
Well, yeah, if you want to hear that, that's our other show, The Brink of Sanity. You could follow us on Twitter, Brink of Sanity 3. Jokic just went for 49.
What other geometric shape jokes are the Knicks going to do? Like, are the Knicks going to are they going to when they go onto the court, are they going to play Circle of Life?
Eric Gordon. I don't know what to do with him. I know I'm bidding on him for $5.
He's going to put up a lot of threes. I mean, a lot of threes. His shooting percentage is not great, but if you want help in 3-pointers, he'd be a good guy to get. And I bet he's
projected value 5, average cost 3.8.
What did Jokic go for?
49.
Really? I mean, Joker's going to be good. What do you think of the money that what's his name on Denver got?
Nurkic?
No. On Denver, who's the guy that just got the contract? Harris.
Oh, Harris. Yeah.
Who am I thinking of? What's his name? Do you even follow the NBA?
No. Eric Gordon just went for 11. That's the cheapest guy so far.
Oh, okay. What the hell is his name? Gary Harris. Yeah, Gary Harris got $80 million.
Over 4 years?
No, over 1 year, Jay. He's the highest paid player in the history of the NBA.
Could have been 3 or 5.
What do you think of that contract?
It's a reach.
Well, he's I don't know if it's any more of a reach than the Timmy contract. But I guess like if you think the guy's really going to project, then you kind of take the gamble on the upside.
All right, Timmy just got nominated.
Who got nominated?
Timmy.
I'm going to say opening bid should be 100.
He's up to 15.
He's going to put up some numbers. Whoever gets Timmy is going to be happy with this.
Well, it depends for how much money.
Oh, am I going to watch another goddamn commercial? And this commercial's in Spanish. I don't even know what they're saying. It's in Spanish.
You could
It's
tell
some
this
kind of-
is a Knicks podcast draft. Average cost 3.5, projected value 17. He
They're
sold
literally advertising to me some kind of prescription drug in Spanish.
projected value 7. He
Oh
went
my
for
God.
19.
Jay, you got to figure this out. This is horrible.
Okay, I get it, but like let's
Now
just
watch the goddamn women's commercial again.
let's just not complain every time it comes on because there's nothing I can do about it and it's not fun to listen to.
Oscar writes, "Hey guys, don't know how you see it. I'm a little concerned about KP's actual ability to take his game to the next level, filling in Melo's void as a first option. I have this feeling and hope so badly I'm wrong, but don't see him hungry enough to get those 25 points per game and carry the team offensively. What do you guys think?" I'm gonna say I'm most concerned about him being healthy to play. Like I don't think he's playing more than 65 games this year.
Who?
KP,
Really?
do you think he's gonna play like 80 games?
Yeah, you might be right.
I feel
Speaking
like
of
he's
not
injured.
playing a lot of games, Embiid just went for 29.
That's a lot for Embiid. You have to really be banking on those 30 games to get you through the season.
I mean, if he's healthy, that was a steal, but he won't be healthy.
No. But what do you think, KP? How many games is KP going to play? Like, if I say over under 70 games, and you had to bet like your Bitcoin,
Under.
yeah, I would take under. I just don't like.
I mean,
I
when you're
would
talking
love
about
to play-
Knicks injuries, always bet always always bet for injuries.
Always bet on the exam room.
Kyrie Irving.
Always bet on the MRI.
How much you think Irving's going for?
Kyrie Irving is going to go for 60, guaranteed. 65 even. What's he up to?
48, and I think he just sold for 48.
Oh, he's probably a pretty good deal at 48.
He's another one with injuries, though.
Mm.
There's a lot of guys like that, though.
Yeah, a lot of guys are like that. So, do you think KP, forgetting the games that he's injured, is he going to take his game? Like, is he going to average 25 points a game this year?
I think he'll average 20.
Yeah, I'm thinking low 20s. I think we'll get more of the points. Like, I don't think we're going to be missing points in the sense of like, I don't think our offense is going to be that much worse than last year. If anything, it's going to be the same level offense, if not better.
Yeah.
Even though we lost Melo, I see those points just going to other players. I don't see it really hurting us. But I would say KP getting to 25 points a game, I'd be surprised if that happens this year. Maybe another year down the road. I do think he's hungry. You think he's hungry?
Absolutely, yeah.
I think he really wants to be like an all-star. I mean, he said this season that he projects himself to be an all-star.
I mean, he seems like a good guy. He seems like he's trying hard, posting a lot of workout videos. I mean, he's going to try his best to stay healthy.
You know what I love? Not to go off on Tommy D, but Tommy D was saying his whole thing about not trading Melo was he was saying how KP can't handle it. KP can't handle it. He's not going to be able to lead a team. Then he gave this weird analogy about how when Shaq left Orlando and left Anthony Hardaway, Anthony Hardaway, his injury has happened because he wasn't ready to lead the team. He got crushed under the weight of like the ability to lead the team. Like he actually blamed Anthony Hardaway's injuries on Shaq being traded. Sorry, Shaq leaving the team.
He's out of his mind.
He said getting the leadership role. So he said basically if Melo leaves too early, he was saying at KP his legs just may break basically. And now that Melo's gone, he's like, it's KP's team. KP's ready to lead. No issue. It's like he has no memory of what he said previously.
No, he never does.
But anyway, I would like to see at least 20 points a game from KP. I want to see him step up this year. I feel like he should realize also there's a void in this team with not having Melo here and like really want to take his game to the next level.
Melo just went for 18.
Really? Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, Melo hurts you. His shooting percentage is not going to be amazing.
He's definitely not getting you any assists.
He'll get you a couple. He'll get you some. He averages like 2 to 3 assists a game. He'll get you like 6 or 7 rebounds. You might get a couple extra rebounds when they play small ball.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll average less points. I feel like he's going to average about 18 points a game this year. He's not averaging 25 points a game. He's going to have to get Paul George wants the ball. Westbrook obviously wants the ball. Do you think there's a chance that the team is worse? Like the team is pretty much the exact same record as last year, and everyone blames Melo.
That would be hilarious.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
DeMarcus Cousins just went for 46.
Did you listen to the Woj podcast recently? They had Ian Begley on.
No, I haven't.
Okay. It was actually pretty interesting. It just came out like within the past like couple days. But they were talking about when Phil was here, and not talking about Phil very much, but they were just saying there were so many rumors about things that Phil did. It was like complete, like they said free agents would come in there and they'd leave the room with Phil being like, was that really Phil? I cannot believe that was really him. Like just of how unprepared and how it wasn't what they expected basically. They were like, this is the guy that won all the titles.
Huh. Yeah, he really lost it.
Yeah, I mean, they basically just said like they were talking a little about it and what went wrong, and their idea basically was that like he basically wanted to run this team like he was still the coach, and they said like when he came to practice and would show the players like how to do the triangle and like talk to them about it, he said the players seemed to actually buy in then. Like when he was actually there, it kind of worked, but then he would leave, and then when he left, all the buy-in left also.
Right.
But he was a complete disaster here.
I just got outbid by somebody who's not here.
I was listening to it. Basically, the moral of all of it was that as I was listening to him talk about Phil, I was like, I'm so happy Phil's gone. I'm so happy the guy that wasn't really that into the job is gone. And whatever you want to say about this new like Perry stuff, at least I get the sense that Perry really is into the job and really wants to be good at this. He really wants like this. He understands this is his career here. He really has to do he has to dot all the I's, cross all the T's. He has to do everything to make the Knicks win.
Yeah. I mean, it's coming out now that Phil was going to trade for Ryan Anderson. Like, he just lost his mind at the end.
Well, the whole thing, even with KP, they were talking about, like, everyone gave him a lot of credit for drafting KP, and they were like, well, realistically, KP was a top 5 pick no matter what. Knicks drafted 4. It wasn't any kind of stretch to take him there. And Phil apparently had not seen him live till the week before the draft. He had not seen him play live. This is the guy, this is the most important pick you're going to make of your tenure, and he's not, really scouting the player.
Right. Kemba Walker just went for 40, and DeMar DeRozan went for 26.
Who's on your team now, Jay?
Nobody.
You literally took no one on your team.
No, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams with under $100.
Who's the next Knick that can go up there? Let's see. We had Timmy one and KP one. Who else would go? Lee?
Yeah, could be Courtney Lee.
Oh, you know what you got to do? Do Frankie. Do Frenchie. Come on, Jay.
No.
Nominate Frenchie.
Absolutely not.
What do you mean for $1? He's worth $1.
Not if
you will get. You'll get him for $1, but someone else will take him for more than $1.
That's what happened last time when you tried to coax me into doing that.
Come
I ended up with
Jay,
a garbage player, and there was a good guy left, and I had $10 left.
I'm not allowed to participate in the draft. Just put $1. Nominate Frenchie. Come on. I guarantee. Tell you what. If no one takes if no one if you have to end up with Frenchie, I'll give you $1.
Lillard just went for 41. I just nominated Drew Holiday.
Oh, you're a jerk. You should nominate Justin Holiday. I think Justin Holiday's gonna have a good year.
Just had a double-double in preseason.
Get him for $1. Everyone sucks in Chicago. He's gonna get a lot of garbage points. That's gonna be the big thing. I am watching that goddamn video again. Jay, do you realize every time when you want to watch this live broadcast of us, you watch a probiotic commercial every 12 seconds?
I'm starting to realize that.
Oh my god. Okay, Nick writes, do you feel better about the state of the Knicks now that they have this amazing partnership with Squarespace? Do we have it better than the Warrior fans now?
Who do the Warriors have?
I think it's a joke, basically. Well, Squarespace is you make your own website. So maybe all Knicks fans can make anti-Nick Nick websites. And maybe that'll be the partnership. Like the partnership will lead to like a lot more like Nick bashing. Or actually anti-Dolan. What? I know everyone hates James Dolan. What would change if James Dolan wasn't here? Like if James Dolan, like when Phil left, if James Dolan left also, what would have changed?
Thing is, can you imagine if Dolan leaves and then we end up with like one of those tightwad owners that doesn't want to spend?
Yeah, that's the one thing I have to say about Dolan. He does spend, and I mean the issue with Dolan is choosing the wrong people, but he is okay with choosing a guy and just let the guy do what they want more or less. It's just the issue, like, in the Rangers, he chooses the right guys. With the Knicks, he chooses the wrong players. And obviously, he's a star fucker, so he goes for guys who's like, ooh, Phil Jackson, Isaiah Thomas, instead of choosing guys that might actually be good at their jobs.
Isaiah Thomas had 4 blocks last year.
Oh, yeah.
He
really?
just went for 20.
Oh, I'm talking about the old Isaiah Thomas, though. He had 4 blocks the entire year.
Well, he's like 5'4".
Sure, come in. What am I doing? Okay, I'll be a little quieter. I'm waking my kids up now. It's great. Jay, we couldn't have started at 8:30?
Couldn't you have just moved your podcasting thing to your 4th floor of your mansion?
Oh, my daughter's complaining that I'm talking too loud. She's usually asleep by now. But what if my wife is taking over putting in the bed? They're both not gonna be asleep now, and now she's knocking on the door saying, "Go to quiet
really,
down."
It's your wife that's failing.
Yeah, it's her fault. She's the James Dolan of this household.
It's after 8:30 and they're not asleep, so.
No, they on her watch they go to sleep a little later.
Yeah.
Yeah, on my watch, like if we started at 8:30, I would have had them out by 8:15, and then we would have been fine. Because it's also she's trying to do both of them because we started at 8 o'clock. If we started at 8:15, we both would have had we would have played 1-on-1 defense, and we would have taken care of this.
Lowry he sold for 40.
Oh, in the Spanish commercial again.
Wow, that's crazy how many commercials there are.
I mean,
Can't
I don't know
you
what
just
I'm
put
doing
on
wrong.
ad blocker or something.
What I don't know how to put on blocker.
You don't have like an ad blocker extension on your Chrome?
I mean, clearly I don't. This is awful, though.
Yeah, you need to install an ad blocker.
I need to. How do I stop the sound in this? Oh my god.
Paul George.
This is so painful.
45.
I might have to close this. Just tell me what's going on in the draft. Forget. Just tell me what's going on in the draft. I can't take it anymore. I can't take our live room anymore. I just had to close our live room because I cannot take the pain of it.
Isn't the sound
so
off
that's
anyway?
that's how good our live room is. I just had to close it. I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't take the goddamn women's digestive commercials and the goddamn Spanish language prescription drug commercials.
D'Angelo Russell.
Okay. Well, just tell me what's going on. It's hard to follow it anyway. You should let me just. I should have a team from now on, just so I can be in the draft room, so I don't have to watch prescription Spanish language commercials.
You can have a team if you want to update your team ever.
I will update it on the first day and the last day of the season.
Lies.
Okay, so Daniel writes, do you see Damian Dotson's role being this season? With his age and body, he seems ready to go in the NBA. He does seem kind of ready to go in the NBA. He seems like he could play. What do you think?
Somebody just nominated Lance Thomas.
Oh, he's going for $1. So you tell me the player. I'm going to predict how much they go for. I'm predicting he goes for $1.
D'Angelo Russell just sold right before Lance Thomas.
D'Angelo Russell probably went for like 17.
15, very close.
I am good at this, and my screen is closed because I don't want to watch women's menstruation commercials.
And how much do you think Lance Thomas went for?
$1. No one else bid on him.
Well, now Ntilikina is nominated.
Okay, did he go for $1?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, Ntilikina, you're going to be wrong about. Someone else. People are crazy in this on this team. He's going to go for $3. What are we at for Ntilikina?
He's at 4.
Ooh, see, again, you didn't want to nominate him. I told you this. It's a Knicks friendly fan draft.
Projected value 0, average cost 2.2 in our league 4.
Yeah. Well, did he went for 4?
They didn't even have his picture.
Well, you know why? Because he's not going to be healthy forever. Courtney Lee's going to get nominated. Anyone else is going to get nominated?
I'm actually surprised so many Knicks have been nominated. I think people are just having a little fun in here.
Yeah. Who else would you nominate? Who else could have a decent season? Not Sessions.
Beasley could put up numbers.
Beasley is horrible. I don't get the Beasley love. I've watched him in preseason. Some people are like, oh, he doesn't look that bad. He's going to have once in a while he's going to look good, but I feel like he's just going to be like, we're going to watch him and go, I see why he's a bust. Get him out of here. I would be shocked if we're like big fans. I would be shocked if I have to apologize about Beasley ever. Like he'll have some good games. He doesn't look that amazing on offense. He doesn't look completely lost on defense. But he looks like a professional NBA player, but like in like the way of like, oh, I'm surprised he's not like falling all over himself. But he's not that good. I can see him scoring some nights, but I can see why he hasn't made it. I just be really surprised if he ends up being a big role in this team this year. I say here, from game 70 on this season, or game 60 to 80, Damian Dotson averages more minutes a game than Beasley. That's a bold prediction. I say post All-Star break. Post All-Star break, Damian Dotson averages. Let's do some bold predictions for this team. Post All-Star break, Damian Dotson averages more minutes a game than Michael Beasley. Bold. Or what are you saying? You disagree?
It's bold.
You don't think so?
No.
Really? So what do you think Beasley? You think Beasley's gonna have a bigger role in this team?
Yeah, I think he's going to get a lot of minutes.
How many minutes a game do you think he's gonna play?
I think he's going to play between 15 and 20.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I can see that. I think early in the season, I think you're correct, but I think he'll disappear like Derek Williams did.
I just got outbid on Draymond Green.
Oh, how much was that going for? Oh, Draymond Green. Let me guess. Don't tell me. Draymond Green. I'm going to say 33, which is a little bit under what he's worth, but I think he's going to go for 33.
42.
Whoa. I mean, he fills up the stats.
I just got my first player.
Who'd you get?
Hassan Whiteside.
You definitely 27.
40.
40 for Hassan Whiteside.
Have you looked at his rebounds?
Yeah, no, his rebounds are really good. His point, no, I mean he does a lot of good things. Yeah, I wish the Knicks had gotten Hassan Whiteside. Like when he was a free agent and no one wanted him, that would be nice. Okay, other Knicks bold predictions.
Gallinari just went.
Oh, Gallinari, 12.
Very close, 13.
Nailed it, and I'm not looking at the screen because I can't watch the damn Spanish language like pharmaceutical commercials.
Mike Conley.
Are the Memphis Grizzlies calling in $100 million for him?
Man, the Grizzlies, they're just done, right?
Conley, I'm going to say goes for like 24. He's a solid guy to get. I feel like you should take him actually.
34.
Okay. Bold Knicks predictions. I'm going to say Timmy Hardaway, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, and free throw percentage are all higher than Carmelo Anthony.
That would be so funny.
I totally bold predictions. I'm telling you that is definitely happening. Liam writes, Post the effing being podcast asshole. I hate you. Steven gave his life
where
for you
is the
guys.
Brink episode?
I don't know.
You guys didn't figure out how to get it up online after?
Well, I was waiting for Peter to send it. So, Peter, if you're listening, could you send the episode? I don't mean it's nice of him to do the episode. But I don't want to harass him for it. But it'd be nice if he just could send it because I kind of do want to get it up.
Did you ask him once?
No, I'm going to ask him right now. Well, I figured he would just send the goddamn episode. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really nice of him to do the episode for us. B, it's the fun guy to have in the show. C, I know it takes effort to do whatever you do. He has to say abracadabra like you do to get the show done. So,
I mean,
I'm
he could just
email
email
right
it to me and I could put it up.
Yeah. Just well, I assume he's not gonna actually put it up. He's just gonna send us an MP3 that you're gonna put up.
Oh, that's good. I'm not even on the episode. I have to do all the work.
Yeah.
You want me to do the show notes too? Just because I don't know what you guys talked about.
Yeah. The show notes. Made fun of Jay, or making fun of Jay. There you go. The show notes.
Be a great episode.
Are you gonna listen? You should listen.
Of course, I'm gonna listen, but
Okay.
I don't know how funny it's gonna be for other people. Miles Turner just went.
What should I do? Did you get a chance to finish the episode?
Yeah. How much do you think Miles Turner went for?
Miles Turner, I think he's gonna have a good year without Paul George there.
Yeah,
I think he went for 39.
He went for 38. You're doing really good at this.
Pretty good at this. Miles Turner's gonna have a good year. Who else is getting offense there?
Miles
I think
Turner, that's it.
Yeah, he's gonna have a good year.
Dragic is up now.
Is it weird that I'm emailing him at 8:45 Saturday night? Where's the goddamn episode?
The dragon. I want the dragon. Apparently, everybody wants the dragon.
Who's up there? Drago?
Yeah.
Dragic is gonna go for 42.
He went for 28.
Ooh. I feel like he puts up pretty decent numbers from percentages, from field goal. Is he good? How's the 3-point shooting?
Decent.
I feel like he's a pretty decent strat. He's not flashing the points. That's all.
Right.
But everything else, I feel like he's a pretty solid guy. Let's see his stats here. I'm gonna look him up right now.
CJ McCollum's up right now.
Oh, he averaged 20 points a game last year. I didn't realize it was that high.
Yeah.
Almost 6 assists. Almost 4 rebounds. Oh my. 40% from the from 3, 47 from the field. Yeah, he's a steal. That was a good draft pick.
The one guy who's not here keeps outbidding me on everybody.
Yeah. So Robo Drafter's beating Robo J, huh?
He is.
Okay. Rob writes, "Why do you eat anus?" This is directed at you, Jay.
I think
Good question.
he meant to say Angus, like the steak.
Why do you think he means Angus?
Makes
I
more
think
sense.
he means anus.
Hmm.
Why do you think he means Angus? How would that make any more sense?
It's like the steak.
Just randomly in our Knicks thread, he's like, "Why do you eat skirt steak, Jay?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much do you think McCollum went for?
He went under. I think he is a good value. I'm gonna say he went for 34.
28.
You should have got him, Jay. Do you have a second player in your team yet?
No, I don't.
Oh God.
I have $39 more than anybody in here.
Only $39 more than everyone.
Well, then there's another $20 jump after that guy.
Okay.
Kevin Love.
When are you nominating again? Are you? It's almost your turn again.
No.
Hernan Gomez. Can you nominate Hernan Gomez?
Ooh, that's not a bad one.
That's put it from 1. There's no way it's going to stay at 1.
Yeah. Well,
And actually,
we didn't think about
you know who also you should nominate?
Hmm?
You should nominate our new offensive, like our defensively inept, offensively awesome center, Cantor. You don't think Cantor's going to go for some points? I mean, people are going to bid. So you could bid a couple dollars on Cantor.
Yeah. Points and rebounds, definitely.
Yeah, Cantor's going to average like. What do you think he's going to do for our team this year? 12 points a game?
I'm expecting 14.
Yeah, 14 points a game, shooting 60% from the field,
Probably 7 rebounds.
7 rebounds. Yeah, he might get a block this season. Might get 1.
Kevin Love. How much did he go for?
Kevin Love. People don't love his stats anymore. I'm going to say 28.
25.
Ooh. By the way, did you watch? I assume you didn't watch the Yankee game, right? You don't watch baseball.
No.
Yanks blew it. The play at the plate, the catcher just dropped the ball.
Are
They had the guy beat. It was 9th. It was 1-1. And the throw, like I don't know why they threw like there was some like a little. You're not gonna really care, but basically the ball ended up the catcher. If the catcher caught the ball, the guy is dead at the plate, and the catcher dropped the ball. Yanks lost.
Are they out, or is it still go? Like
They're down. They're down 0-2. So they have it's best of 7. So they still have to lose 2 more. But it was like it's just the catcher to drop that ball is so bad. Yeah. So other bold Nick bold predictions. What do you got here?
Wait a sec. I'm about to get my second player.
Who are you getting?
First of all, Elfrid Payton just went.
Oh, Elfrid Payton went for 14.
Exactly.
Nailed it again, and I do not have the window open.
My second player is Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal, 22.
25.
Okay. That's a good one. I feel like it's gonna be really when Wall is down for the season, and by January, Beal's gonna put up some pretty good numbers.
Yeah, I mean he puts up good numbers either way.
Yeah, he does. He's a pretty good player. I like your strategy here. You're trying to basically get instead of getting like the guys that really stand out, you get guys that are all really good. You have a more well-rounded roster.
Right, and I try not. I mean, Whiteside was my big spend at 40, but I try not to spend over 30 on anybody.
No, that makes sense. I hate this style of draft, by the way. This is the most boring style of draft ever.
I think
You like this better?
Yeah, because you can get anybody. Like if you have the 12th pick, you're not going to get the top 11 guys, but you can get the top guy if you want to spend for it.
Oh god, it's so annoying. Especially because let's just say like your pick like Kevin Durant goes up, and you spend $200 on Kevin Durant, and now you have to just sit there the whole rest of the draft.
Yeah, well, you're an idiot if you do that.
Well, that's what I would do. So
That's what you did do last time you were in the draft.
Let's see the how many teams are in the league?
14.
14.
16
That's a
would
lot
have been like way too much.
Okay. 14 is a lot though. And how many players are on each roster?
13.
Okay. So 14 teams, 13 roster spots. That is quick math. That's 186 picks.
It's a lot.
Is that right? 140, 150, 67. Yeah, 182 picks. Sorry, 182 picks. That's a lot of god. And how much time is each pick take?
30 seconds.
What I'm asking is, we're scheduled to do Brink tomorrow night. Is this show going to end before tomorrow night?
Well, every team has between 2 and 6 players right now.
Okay, it is taking It's been almost an hour though. Like the draft should be. This draft takes forever.
Yeah, but it goes quicker when people stop bidding. Like a lot of people are almost out of money now.
You know what it should be? A better way to do this would be the computer. Like it should be you draft guys in tandems. so you put up you nominate a guy and the computer just randomly throws another guy on there. So you're like I'm gonna nominate LeBron James and Damian Dotson is his buddy, and you're like, how much do I want to spend for LeBron James and Damian Dotson? That'd be a fun way to do it.
Yeah. So I got back-to-back players.
Oh, who's the other one?
Eric Bledsoe.
Eric Bledsoe.
Actually, I just got 3 in a row.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, you got Bledsoe, you got
Bradley
Beal.
Beal and
Who's
Gordon Hayward.
Oh, you're not even like updating me anymore?
Well, you were
I
talking.
feel like I barely know you, dude.
So how much did Bledsoe go for?
Okay, Bledsoe
By the way,
won
Cantor's
for
up right now.
you what?
Cantor's up right now.
Okay. Cantor, I guess, ends up at 7. Bledsoe ended up at 25.
28.
Okay. And Gordon Hayward won. Hayward, you broke 30 on this one.
I did.
34.
32.
Okay. Where's Cantor?
So I got Bledsoe, Beal, Hayward, and Whiteside. I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, it's a solid team. I can't argue against that. Your strategy's not a bad strategy. I mean, I just don't have any patience whatsoever, so I can never do it.
I mean, I won last season, so I guess it is a good strategy.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Do you want to? How many times in the episode do you want to mention that you won last year?
That was just the one.
Is the one you're not going to keep mentioning it randomly? Oh, well, I know what I'm doing, Mark. I won last season and all.
Somebody just pointed out that our league is bidding on Knicks players 4 times the average price. Cantor just went for 8.
8?
Yeah.
I told you 7. I am
Yep.
good at this,
You
huh?
are.
Is there any way I can make money guessing how much players are going to go for in a Knicks-only fantasy league?
Marc Gasol. This is a tough
Marc-
one because he's getting a little older, but he still puts up really good numbers.
He's going to miss 20 to 30 games this year, but he does put up good numbers. I would not break 30 for him. I'm going to play like 26, and only because of his injuries, and the injuries are going to happen this year. But I think in our league, it's going to be a little bit crazy for him. 38 for him, where he's going to go.
I don't think he's going for 38.
Where you at? Where's he at?
1 second left. Sold for 29.
Okay.
So
Remember, I mean, a couple years ago, he would have been gone for like in the 50s.
Oh yeah, definitely. A lot of Knicks got nominated. I'm surprised at how many actually.
Has Hernan Gomez got nominated yet?
Not yet.
Will you do him next?
I'm deciding if I want.
Come on,
as
Jay.
my
I don't care what you want. Would you do him next?
Klay Thompson just won.
Jay, come on, Jay. I've never asked you for anything before, Jay. All I'm asking you is all I want from you, Jay. Nothing else.
I'm down to $75 now.
Wow. Okay, that's a lot. I mean, that's a. I mean, you paid for some guys like in the 30s. You spent a bunch of money.
Yeah, I mean, actually,
You might want to.
my strategy didn't really work because the lowest guy I have is 25.
You might want to play pause it again for a while and wait to get the guys that when everyone's spent their wads, like there are a bunch of guys that will still be available.
Yeah, the next round of guys. How much did Thompson just go for?
So I got a message actually from Facebook. I don't think you've seen it yet, but there's a kid that has cancer that wants you to nominate Hernan Gomez.
How much did Klay just go for?
Who?
Klay
Who?
Klay Thompson.
Oh, Klay Thompson.
How many Klays are in the league?
I don't know. Clay Matthews, who plays a football player.
Yes. How much?
Klay Thompson.
We're
Klay
also
Thompson
drafting
went
Tom
for
Brady next.
37.
28.
Oh, that's a good deal. You should have gotten that deal.
I was going to, and then I realized I would have had 8 spots left with like $40.
No, your strategy not to spend is not going so well. Jay, do you think part of the issue of like missing out guys like Klay Thomas is because you eat anus?
Possibly. Jeff Teague.
He goes for 18.
15.
Oh.
You've been getting really close on almost all these.
I am really good at this, Jay. You don't understand.
If only you were as good at drafting.
I am not as good at drafting, but I'm good at guessing what other people will draft. Other Knicks bold predictions, because I'm doing this anyway. Let's see. In order of most minutes per game for Knicks point guards, I'm going to say, or most minutes this season from Knicks point guards. Session is number 1. Ntilikina is number 2. Baker is number 3. For most minutes at point guard.
Point guard?
Point guard. Why? What else do we have?
Well, shooting guard.
What do you mean? Is Baker a shooting guard? He can shoot the ball?
Is shooting the ball a qualification to be a shooting guard on the Knicks now?
No, but I think Baker's going to play a lot of point guard for the Knicks. You don't think so?
No.
Well, who else? Who else? Jack is not making the team. Jack looks horrible. He might make the team, but
Well,
like
he'll be on the team until Noah comes back from his suspension.
Jack looks pretty bad. Kuz shouldn't be on the team, by the way. I don't know why Kuz is on the team. We talked about that already, but Jack had looked like garbage in the preseason. They probably will carry him just for like point guard depth, but I think the Knicks are going to play Baker more than they're going to play Jack.
Yeah.
Baker
Yeah.
last night did not look that bad at the point guard. Didn't look that good either, but he didn't look that bad.
Yeah, Baker's going to get a lot of minutes.
You know that like I feel like he's going to be more conservative at the point guard also. Jack is just turning the ball over. And Sessions is turning the ball over also. I would hoping that the veteran point guards would not just randomly turn the ball over, but they're just like, here you go, the other team. Here you go, the other team. I don't know why I'm still in the league.
Aaron Gordon.
He's not a bad one because he's going to get a bunch of points. He's going to get like a bunch of stats on Orlando because Orlando's got no one. I'm going to say for Aaron Gordon, he is going to go for 19.
12.
I think he's value there. That's the kind of guy you should take. He's
Yeah.
value.
Uh,
Have you looked at Aaron Gordon's stats?
yeah.
Or do you want to look at them now with me as we do a walk down Aaron Gordon's life, memory lane with Aaron Gordon? He's young. He's entering his 4th year in the league, so his stats will probably go up. He's averaged 12 points a game last year. He'll probably average 15 or 16 points a game this year. His percentages aren't too bad. Well, he can't shoot for threes for his life. I think he's going to be a decent player. I feel like with Orlando, he's just like who else is going to get points there?
Right.
You got to get those guys that are going to like make the next jump up. If you really want to win this league, Jay. Did you know I won the league last year, Jay? I know what I'm doing.
The players are going a lot faster now that everybody's out of money. Justin Holiday.
Take him. Take Justin Holiday, Jay. Take him. Get him for like
You're like 3 picks behind, by the way.
behind what?
Justin Holiday went like 3 picks ago.
You just told me about him.
I know, because you've been talking. I told you the guys are going quicker now.
Do you want me to be silent during the draft?
No, I'm just telling
We're
you.
doing a show. I didn't know. You're 3 picks behind. I'm like, you just told me about it. How the hell am I going to know about him otherwise? I can't watch the live feed because I keep seeing women's menstruating commercials or whatever the hell.
Now you're 4 picks behind.
Okay, so Justin Holiday went for 9.
7.
Okay, did you take him?
No.
You're an idiot, Jay.
Rudy Gay.
You're Rudy Gay. Did Rudy Gay go a half hour ago? You're just telling me about him now?
Yep.
Okay, Rudy Gay is going to go for 6.
12.
Okay. Do you think Horny's job is secure, Jay? I'm going to go through our questions from the week this week. Like, is there a chance he gets fired this season?
Yeah, definitely.
What percentage chance does he get fired this season?
20.
0. I think there's 0 chance the team would have to be the team. The expectations are so low for this team. I think the Knicks are going to want some stability. Unless it's complete chaos, he's going to basically it's maybe 1% chance of getting fired. He may be the off season, but I think his job is pretty secure this season.
Clint Capella.
His numbers. I think with Chris Paul there, especially also his numbers going to go up. I would go as high as 8 for him.
13.
13, huh?
Paul Millsap.
Where's Millsap now? He's on
Denver.
He's gonna get some points in Denver. I'd go as high as 15 for him.
24.
Wow. My guessing is kind of off now, huh?
And Devin Booker.
Devin Booker, 22. People are gonna put some money on him.
18.
Okay.
Thing is, he gets points, but he does pretty much nothing else.
Well, he's been in the league for 1 full season, so or 2 full seasons.
I think 2.
Two. I still think people expect him to like take his game to the next level, and you also have I don't know who would be your top 3 picks in the fantasy basketball season? I guess I asked this. I guess this is a moot point since we're doing the draft right now. But who do you think the top 3 fantasy players are going to be this season?
Hassan Whiteside, Gordon Hayward, and Bradley Beal.
Okay. Do you think the Knicks will regret not taking Dennis Smith, Donovan Mitchell, or Malik Monk? Take Donovan Mitchell, Jay. Take Donovan Mitchell.
No, I don't think they are.
What's up?
I don't think they will. Fultz just got nominated.
Fultz. Are you going to take any of these guys? You should take Donovan Mitchell. you probably can get him for $1 or $2 at most, and Mitchell's going to have a decent season.
The problem with rookie point guards is you're going to lose turnovers.
Yeah, but you're probably like, I feel like you shouldn't bother with turnovers.
Like, remember
That's
Moutier? He had like 9 a game his first season.
I think Donovan Mitchell. I think of those 3 guys, the one guy we may feel that the worst about is Donovan Mitchell.
Really?
Which annoys me because this is the Tommy D was like blowing him throughout the entire season, saying how he's the greatest player since like sliced bread, which is annoying. But the guy's looked really good in preseason so far, and so now I'm thinking maybe he was onto something with Donovan Mitchell.
Fultz.
Fultz won 4, and I know he won a half hour ago because you only tell me things. You're like, Mark, you didn't realize this happened like a day ago. Fultz probably won for 9.
8.
Okay. I'm back to being good at this again.
Almost half as much as Lonzo Ball.
What about Ben Simmons? Has he been nominated?
No.
Simmons is probably
coming
probably a good value pick. Are you going to put up Hernan Gomez?
I'm not sure.
You know, the kid with cancer that asked you, he's dead from cancer now. He all he wanted is one dying wish.
Harrison Barnes.
What if, Jay, if you put up Hernan Gomez next, I will tell you where to get the women's menstruation cream, whatever the hell it was watching.
Tempting.
Of the 3 guys, rank them of how good they're going to be. Dennis Smith, Donovan Mitchell, Malik Monk.
I definitely put Monk in 3rd.
Me too.
I don't know about Mitchell's defense. I know Dennis Smith is supposed to be terrible in defense.
They say Mitchell's supposed to be decent on defense.
Then I'll put Mitchell first.
I'm not going to regret. I think Ntilikina is going to be good. I think we're going to be happy about Ntilikina, but I think Mitchell's going to be pretty good too.
Harrison Barnes.
Harrison Barnes. He'll put up some numbers in Dallas. It won't be amazing numbers, but I would say he's going to go for 14.
18.
Okay.
Chris Middleton.
By the way, are you gonna get anyone else?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Everyone else is filling up.
Who's up now?
Well, Chris Middleton just went.
Oh, Chris Middleton. I feel like these 3 and D guys are never worth as much as in like the fantasy. He's gonna go for he'll go for 13, but he won't be worth it.
He went for 18, and I'm shocked.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's an overrated player. Okay, here's the way I asked the league. Or on Facebook for bold predictions for this season. Here's what we got. Dooley wrote, the Knicks actually received their first number 1 overall pick since 1985. I like that bold prediction.
Yeah.
Yusuf wrote, Beasley managed to do one interview where he doesn't sound like complete batshit crazy. I'm going to say under, over on that. I'm going to say under. Nick writes that the new partnership with Squarespace is going to turn this team into a championship seain. Ryan writes, KP has an injury-ravaged poor season. That's the kind of bold prediction we wanted, Ryan. Jay writes 0-82 and get the first pick. And Adam writes playoffs.
That is also bold.
What do you think of Embiid's $148 million extension? 5-year extension.
I liked it a little more once I realized that they can waive him if he gets a foot and back injury, I believe.
They can waive him for a foot and back injury?
Yeah. There's a clause in there saying if he gets an injury from his pre-existing injuries, like if he re-injures himself.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
They were saying how the money wasn't it was more of an NFL type contract where there were a lot of things that
but if
they were not always guaranteed, basically.
If his knee explodes, then they're stuck with him. It has to be the foot or
really?
the back. Yeah, it has to be whatever kept him out up to this date. So if it's something else, then they're stuck with him.
Well, here's the problem also. Let's say he has the foot issue again. Are the Sixers going to cut him? Because they're allowed to waive him, right? So in the first year of the contract, he has a foot injury, game 40 into the season. Up to game 40, he's having an all-star season.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking great. The Sixers are like, he got the foot injury. We could waive him, but we probably don't want to waive him because he looks so good. And then he misses most of next season because of his foot injury. But the Sixers are still like, well, I don't want to waive him because of I still think he's going to be a great player. I don't want to. He's still going to be really young. They're never going to want to waive him.
They won't the first season, but if he misses like 2 straight seasons, they'll get out of the last 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah, you'll cut the last 2 seasons, but you're going to pay him. This is basically a $30 million a year contract. You're going to pay him almost $90 million basically for the first 3 years for a guy that may not play because you're just too scared to cut him.
Right.
But if he plays, it's crazy that he's played 30 games, and based on those 30 games, they're projecting him to be a $30 million a year player.
I know, it's insane.
You wouldn't think they could have gotten him for, I don't know, $20 million a year? I can't believe Embiid wouldn't have taken $20 million a year.
They were scared that somebody would have maxed him out and they would have lost him, and then he'd be healthy and they'd kick themselves forever. But that's a lot of
That's a lot.
projection.
You think Embiid would have said no to a 5-year, $100 million deal?
No,
Well, you think he would have or would have not have said no?
he would not have said no.
Well, the Sixers just wasted an extra $50 million on that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not like the Knicks haven't done that like multiple times. Vucevic.
Vucevic.
First time in 3 years I didn't get him.
8.
17.
Really?
Yeah, I was trying to get him. I kept getting outbid.
Oh.
Hernan Gomez.
Yes. You didn't do it, though, did you?
Somebody beat me to it.
Guy, why don't you stab me in the back? Why don't you? Hernan Gomez goes for 5.
8.
Wow.
Cody Zeller.
Knicks players are going for so high.
I know, it's great. It's
Who's
so
left?
funny.
Who's left on the Knicks? That would be. Can you put Cock in there?
No, definitely not.
Who else would go over 1? Courtney Lee would go over 1.
Courtney Lee.
No one else, right? Oh, maybe McBuckets.
And maybe Sessions, if you think he's going to be our starting point guard.
I would go with McBuckets over Sessions. Do you like that nickname, McBuckets?
It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be better if he scored more than like 2 a game.
He's going to score more than 2 games. You don't think?
I don't know, maybe.
I think he gets some serious minutes if we start the season at least. I mean, if you think about it, like he can shoot the 3, he can stretch the floor, so that gets him on the floor. He's a solid scorer. His scoring ability will get him on the floor.
Yeah.
And he's 25 years old, so he's the kind of guy you should be playing. Like, you're not going to play Kuz over him. He's already better than Kuz.
Right.
Like, who plays over him?
Lance Thomas.
Yeah, exactly. And you're gonna play Lance Thomas over him. Lance Thomas, you know what Lance Thomas is. Like Doug, like you in some theory that like there is a theory out there that McDermott, if given some more playing time, could actually develop into a pretty good player.
Michael Beasley.
Really?
I mean, I'm not saying like I want this to happen.
Has he nominated?
No.
Oh, I thought you were saying
No.
Beasley was nominated. I couldn't even believe Beasley was nominated.
No, we're 3 behind though. Cody Zeller.
Cody Zeller, 11.
2. he lost the starting spot to Dwight Howard.
Oh yeah.
Otto Porter.
Otto Porter, 6.
21.
What?
He's the 3rd best guy in Washington, I guess.
I know, and he got paid also, but like, really?
Al Horford.
Al Horford. Yeah, I mean, he's still gonna be one of the main guys on Boston. 12.
19.
Okay.
It's tough in this league.
Yeah.
Trevor Ariza.
4.
8. Even ex-Knicks are inflated in this league.
Can you do J.R. Smith?
No, I will not do J.R. Smith.
Do J.R. Smith.
He lost his starting job to Wade.
Yeah. He'll still play a bunch.
Yeah.
Wade's taking every other game off, so.
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons. He will go for 14.
18.
Okay. Simmons he could have a pretty good year.
I mean, he lit up last preseason game.
Yeah, he played well. Do you think it's gonna be an issue with the Knicks getting guys minutes? I know there are so many guys that could get minutes because there's very few guys actually stand out. So a lot of guys it's hard to not give guys minutes. do you think it's going to be an issue? Are there going to be guys that are going to be frustrated they're not getting enough minutes?
I think at first, as usual, I think as the season goes, there's going to be guys that fall out, guys that get injured. In the beginning, though, I feel like it's going to be that scenario where they're playing 12 different guys. Everyone's playing like 12 minutes a game.
Yeah, I feel like it all work itself out. With once you add in injuries, like, and there will be injuries, everyone will get a chance to play minutes. Everyone will get a chance to, like, everyone will have a chance to prove themselves.
Yeah.
No one's going to be a guy like Dotson is probably the most on, like, where we're going to want him to get more minutes earlier on. But, like, most of the guys are going to have a shot. The team's going to be really bad. You're going to be able to justify playing anyone.
Yeah, pretty much. LaMarcus Aldridge.
LaMarcus Aldridge. I think he's going to put pretty good stats this season. I would go as high as 22.
17.
Okay.
Oladipo.
Oladipo. So he is on. That was in the
Indiana
trade. Yes. Oh yeah, Oladipo's going to get some. There's not a lot there. He'll still probably average like 17 points a game. I would say he's going to go like 15.
Nailed it.
Yeah. What do I get for that, Jay? Do I get a Bitcoin for that?
This one's tough. Nurkic.
What Nick is left? Nurkic's going to go for 11.
He's already at 15.
Yeah, you could have put him up there a little higher. Okay, he'll end up at 19.
Yeah, this one's tough. I don't know what he's going to do in Portland.
I mean, he's got to have to work on his defense there.
So is everybody in Portland. I mean, Lillard and McCollum aren't exactly good.
No, I know. I mean, they're going to score a lot of points.
You just nailed your second straight, 19.
Do you think? Did we talk about it a little bit? Did we talk about this on the show? LeBron going to LA. We talked about it a little bit last show, right?
A little bit, yeah. I just nominated Dwight Howard.
I'm going to put the odds on LeBron going to LA as 1%. I just do not think it's happening. Dwight Howard is going to go for 5. 8. 7.
He's still getting rebounds.
But he also destroys you in free throw percentage.
Yes, absolutely kills you.
And I think everyone's aware of that. So 7.
9.
Okay. What do you think LeBron's going to do? Like, do you think he's going to stay in Cleveland? Where are the odds? I think Cleveland, I'd say up to 40% the odds that he stays in Cleveland.
You think he's going to surprise everyone and try and go to another team like Houston?
The problem is, how is Houston going to sign him? They're not going to have the money. He's not going to do a freebie.
Well, they can do it, but they're going to have to they're going to have to get rid of like Gordon, Ariza.
But here's the thing: why would he do that? Why would he go to a team that has to gut itself to get there? And also, the West is much harder.
Paul and Harden.
But it's still the West. You have to play Golden State before you get to the finals.
It's the super team strategy.
But it's stupid because you have a red carpet. You have the red carpet set out for going to the finals. You just have to beat Boston, which you can still in Cleveland. If anything, maybe you should go to Boston.
Yeah. Just pull a Kevin Durant and just go where the toughest competition is.
I feel like you need a team. I mean, going to Houston, like, that could make some more sense. But I feel like they're so maxed with cap that's going to be really tough. Oklahoma? I know they're maxed with cap also, but wouldn't that be funny if you went to Oklahoma?
I mean,
like, he'll convince Melo to opt out because Melo can get more money and then to take Melo's spot in Oklahoma.
I could see him going to L.A.
But L.A. has nothing. I don't understand. Like, why would he do that? He goes to L.A., he's got Lonzo Ball and not much more help. Let's say they could also bring in Chris Paul. You got Lonzo Ball. No, Chris Paul wouldn't make any sense. Westbrook is already signed. You'll see you bring in Paul George, you have Lonzo Ball, and you have LeBron James. Are you really that good?
And you have what do you
Brook
have?
Lopez? No,
Yeah.
Brook Lopez is not even going to be there. He'll come off the books, I think.
They wouldn't be able to keep Lopez if they got the other two. So you have Julius Randle.
Julius Randle. Yeah. They said they have to probably get rid of one of those guys also. You can keep Randle, but you can't keep what's the other guy?
Begins with an I, right?
It begins with a who cares.
Dennis Smith Jr.
Dennis Smith Jr. He's going to go for 6.
In 4 seconds, I'll tell you. No, the bidding's still going.
Okay. He can't go above 6.
While we're waiting for the bidding for that, and Zach Levine,
Why don't you just tell me what had happened?
because the bidding's still going.
The bidding. I thought you were telling me about picks that happened like an hour ago.
No, Zach Levine,
Oh, Zach Levine, 3.
5.
Okay.
Gortat.
That's what happened with don't leave me like hanging here.
Dennis Smith Jr. went for 11.
What? What did Ntilikina go for? Like 3? 4?
4, I think.
Wow, Knicks fans hate themselves.
Gortat.
Nominate Donovan Mitchell. Let's just see all the guys. Get Malik Monk up there. Let's see what Knicks fans actually think. Can you nominate those guys, Malik Monk and Donovan Mitchell?
If I want that to be my backcourt.
Oh, why are you trying to win this? What did you get last year? You won this. Let's see. You won this fantasy draft, and then what else happened, Jay? How much better was your life?
I got $150.
Okay. Did that help you pass the CPA exam, Jay? Did that help kill the black mold in your apartment?
Gortat.
Gortat.
Oh my God! Every Nick is getting nominated.
8. Who's up? Tell me.
9. Beasley is up.
Yes. That's what makes it so much fun. 6. Someone's gonna think Beasley's gonna have a good year.
He went for $1.
Oh, okay. Who's left in the Knicks?
George Hill just went.
Oh, George Hill. You can have pretty good numbers actually in Sacktown. 11.
9.
Okay.
And
What do you think? Who's left in the Knicks? Who's viable? You said Cantor won already?
yeah.
Is anyone left that's viable then?
Only if you think Sessions is gonna. Nerlens Noel.
Please put up. I want to see Donovan Mitchell and Malik Monk. I want to see what Knicks fans think of him. I want to see them take. Donovan Mitchell will be a good pick for you. If you get him for $1, he's a pretty good pick. I think Malik Monk and Donovan Mitchell for $1 would be good picks. You'd get value there, Jay. Did anyone else in the draft go? Did Tatum go yet?
No.
You should do Tatum.
How much do you think Noel went for?
Nerlens. 11.
12.
Pretty good at this, aren't I?
Patrick Beverly.
Patrick Beverly. 6.
7.
Ooh. Is this draft almost over, Jay?
It is more than half over.
Has anyone in the draft killed themselves during the draft?
I mean, we have a lot of guys under $20 money-wise, so
Okay.
it should be going pretty quick.
Okay. What are the positives so far from preseason, Jay?
They're still showing up to the games.
The offense, the ball is moving a lot more.
Man,
The
defense-
I mean, like the ball moves more. I think we're gonna have more assists and more turnovers. So moving like moving from player to player, moving from player to player at the other team also.
Zach Lowe predicted the Knicks to finish dead last in points allowed.
That could happen.
Yeah, it definitely could.
That could happen. I mean, like in the preseason, I always feel like. So I think for a quarter, you should keep your other team to 25 or less. Like 25 is the baseline. You want to score more than 25 points, and you want the other team to score below 25 points for a quarter. Is that like a pretty good baseline?
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like the Knicks will not have. I feel like in this preseason they've had not many quarters where they've held the other team to under 25 points.
Yeah.
I mean, the pace of play is also higher. It's faster, but like, yeah, it might be rough in the defensive end.
Serge Ibaka.
So I was thinking maybe we should have, besides wins and losses, we should have beat the spreads. Like we should have the number of times the Knicks beat the spread versus lose to the spread, because I think the record would look a lot better there. And it's maybe a more fair way to look at the Knicks record.
I wonder if you did wins losses versus beat the spread, what the record difference would be.
What do you mean?
Like
What do
which
you mean?
record would be better?
Beat the spread will be better. You think wins and losses are going to be better than beat the spread?
I don't think it's as cut and dry as you might think it is.
I think it is. Well, the wins and losses are going to be pretty bad.
I mean, the spread is never like lose by 10.
I just feel like the
they're
Knicks are
gonna
going
lose
to
by
like
10
have
multiple
enough
times.
games where they'll be close enough that you'll be like, oh, I can't believe they beat the spread, but they still lost the game.
Patrick Beverley, did you guess him? You did.
I did. Yeah. Didn't I say like 7?
You said 6. It was 7. Serge Ibaka.
Surge. I'm going to say 8.
20.
What? That's a little high.
A little bit.
That's a little. Do the people that bet on him not realize he's not in Oklahoma anymore? His playing days are behind him.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Dirk. Oh, that's a good one. Will he put up decent numbers this year? I'm gonna say he goes for 16.
It's a sad day. He went for 7.
That is a really sad day. I think he's. Why didn't you take him?
I actually was talking to you and didn't realize he got nominated.
Well, way to be distracted, asshole.
Andrew Wiggins.
You realize he played 54 games last year.
Mm-hmm.
He averaged 14 points a game in those games. His shooting percentage was a little bit lower than he had been in the past, but he still put up like okay numbers. Wiggins. Good thing this thing does not count for defense. So Wiggins will go for 12 maybe, but he'll be like a value pick. It was someone you'll be glad you got.
He went for 16.
Okay.
Dieng just got nominated. Apparently, he's turned into one of the best defensive centers in the league. Aren't you glad we didn't get him?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. But I don't know. 5?
6.
Okay. What? Why is he like so good? I mean, like what makes you think he's so good on defense? And what I'm saying is Minnesota's defense sucks. Why do you think why do we like? But he's really good.
Zach Lowe wrote that the other day.
Oh. Well, because I thought Minnesota was one of the worst defensive teams in the NBA last year, right? More or less.
But I mean, apparently Wiggins and Towns are train wrecks, and when Rubio wasn't playing, it was even worse. And Levine is terrible on defense, and Dunn wasn't good.
Yeah, I mean, I knew all those guys were pretty bad. I didn't realize anyone was good, basically.
It's like, the Knicks were really bad when they had Tyson Chandler, because you just can't have one good defensive player. It doesn't work that way.
No, that's not true. The Knicks were good with Tyson Chandler.
One of the seasons.
Okay, how many years was Tyson Chandler here? He was here for 3 years?
Yeah.
Let me look at that. Well, in fairness, one of the seasons he was injured for part of the year. Everyone gave him – so he was here for 3 years. Mm-hmm. I think his defense was pretty solid all 3 of those seasons. Everyone said he was washed up by the end, but I feel like the end it was also like the team was such a disaster around him.
Right. That's my point.
Yeah. I get your point. Let's just see those. The on the court. Hang on. Not that this is the best stat ever, but the offensive rating on the court versus defensive rating.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's a decent stat for how good your defense is?
It's pretty good.
It's not a perfect. It's an imperfect stat, right?
Yeah.
So in 2011-12, his first year with the Knicks, the offensive rating when he was on the court was 130. And the defensive rating was 99.
Wow.
His second year, 133 to 104. His third season, 120 to 106. I don't know. I mean, I don't know everything about defense and like how you rate who's a good defensive player, but that tells me he might have been helpful on the floor.
Yeah.
And let's just say like Carmelo Anthony was the best player in the Knicks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the same exact 3 seasons. Let's see what Carmelo Anthony's ratings were. And again, not the most perfect stats, obviously. But let's look at what Carmelo Anthony did. If I can find the offense. Okay, so 11-12. So in 2011-12, this is the year that Tyson Chandler was 130 to 99. Melo, 106 to 102. The following year, when he was 130, again, like 130 to 101 or whatever it was, he was, again, over 30 points, a game better, 112 to 108. And then 113 to 108 when Chandler was 120 to 102.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe he wasn't a complete disaster here. I mean, the advanced stats seem to say that Chandler was still pretty good at defense the whole time he was here.
I mean, I don't know what those numbers mean, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, at the end of the day, like, it seemed like when he was on the court, he made a big difference. That the year after, the Bargs year, Bargs obviously was a disaster, but the real disaster also was that Chandler got injured, like the beginning of that season.
Tobias
and
Harris.
last year, Melo was 108 to 113. And and then let's look at Bargs while we're at it. And Bargs, he was the one year he was here. The years he was here, he was 103 to 110 and 104 to 113. Pretty much what you'd expect.
Yeah.
Who else do you want to look up? Let's look up Robin Lopez. What the year he was here?
He might be the best player on the Bulls now.
Yeah, he might be. Again, not the most amazing stuff, but the year he was here, he was 113 to 107 on a team that was pretty bad the whole time he was here.
Yeah.
So that looks a lot better with the fact that like the team was here. Last year he was 108 to 108.
Tobias Harris.
Tobias Harris. He puts up decent numbers. I'm gonna say he goes for 11.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Lou Williams.
Are you as good at the fantasy basketball as I am at nailing the points? Lou Williams 6.
10.
Okay.
Steven Adams.
You want to know KP's numbers? 103 to 103 his first year. His second year, 108 to 109. But last year the team was pretty bad also.
Yeah.
I don't know, but isn't that pretty interesting? How good Tyson Chandler's numbers were?
Yeah.
That's kind of nuts, actually. How good his numbers were. He's one of those guys that I feel like he's a little bit underrated for how good he was here on this team. Stoudemire, how bad was Stoudemire on this team? Stoudemire, his best year was actually his numbers weren't so bad. Actually, like his best year was 12-13. We was 118 to 108.
Steven Adams.
Steven Adams, 6.
11.
Okay.
Jeremy Lin.
Jeremy Lamb?
Lin.
Lin. Jeremy Lin, 9.
11.
And he's 11 because he's an ex-Knick.
Exactly. Robert Covington.
Who you got? Robert Covington?
Yeah.
3.
15.
15 for Robert Covington?
Yeah, that was me.
Why?
He's going to put up big numbers in Philly.
I hope Robert Covington, I hope he is not on the CPA. That would explain you. He averages like 12 points a game. I get that. He puts up like 6 rebounds a game. That's not so bad, actually. His shooting percentage is horrible. You know he's below 40% every year of his career, basically.
No, I did not know that.
You didn't know that. And why do you think he's going to put up big numbers this year when, like, they just added 3 players to the roster, basically?
Because I don't think anybody of them are going to be healthy.
Yeah, when they weren't healthy, he was still pretty bad at basketball.
Yeah, that was an error. I'm going to...
That was maybe the worst pick in the entire fantasy draft. $15 for Robert Covington? Robert Covington wants to call you and tell you how bad the pick that was. That was horrendous.
Ron Baker just got nominated.
Oh my God, I love this league.
Every Knick is
Ron Baker $1. No one bids on him.
I'm going to bid on him.
Oh, are you?
Reggie Jackson.
Wait, what happened with Ron Baker?
He's still getting bid on.
Reggie Jackson, 5. Is Reggie Jackson injured? Or am I thinking of someone else?
Yeah, he's always injured.
I'm going to go 7.
3.
Okay. Did you really bid on Ron Baker? What happened?
Yeah, I got him for 2.
Okay, Can you just do? Hang on. Can you do Donovan Mitchell and Malik Monk?
Sure.
I'm so curious to see what happens with if the people go above 4 for him.
Malcolm Brogdon.
Rookie of the year. 9, and he's be overrated at 9.
8.
Okay. But no one's doing Jason Tatum, third guy in the draft, or Fox.
No.
Okay. Or who's the guy that went to Phoenix? Jason or John? Who went to Phoenix? Who's the 4th pick in the draft?
Wasn't that Fox?
No, Fox was 5th. He went to Sacktown.
It was Fultz, Ball, Tatum, Josh Jackson.
Josh Jackson, that's what it is. I feel like Josh Jackson could have a decent in Phoenix. He's gonna have every chance to score.
Yeah.
He's not the best player, but he's not the best the best shooter. My understanding is, but if he becomes a better shooter, he'll be a really good player.
Ryan Anderson.
Oh, this league probably hates Ryan Anderson. I'm gonna say he goes for 4.
He went to me for 4.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I think I've lost my mojo here.
You're really getting bad at this.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, Robert Covington's really. Why would you take Ryan Anderson? What does Ryan Anderson do for you?
3s.
That's it though.
Yeah, specialist.
I mean, I don't think he even shoots that high of a percentage. He's 3-point percentage. No, he shot 40%. That's pretty good actually.
It's really
but
good.
No, it's really good. Yeah, he got 13 points a game. He gets a couple rebounds. He gets doesn't even get an assist a game. That's what it is. His shooting, his field goal percentage is low though. His field goal percentage is 41%. He's 40% from 3, but he doesn't shoot a lot of non-threes. But
Dion Waiters.
Dion Waiters, I would say he goes for 12.
7.
Okay, I think he would have been value for you.
Pau Gasol.
Are you going to nominate Monk and
I'm trying to find him.
God, you're horrible at this. Dion Waiters put up pretty decent. Well, his shooting percentages weren't that high, but Waiters came into his own last year in Miami.
Pau Gasol.
Pau Gasol. Well, is that before or after he's traded to the Knicks for Noah?
I think it was after.
Okay, because he's being traded to the Knicks for Noah, right?
Yes.
That was confirmed by Tommy Day. I'm going to say Pau Gasol 6.
4.
Okay, I would say he can't go higher than Dirk did.
Jamal Murray.
5.
9.
Okay, I could say yeah. How much money do you have left?
54.
What's your roster?
I have Eric Bledsoe, Bradley Beal, Gordon Hayward, Robert Covington, Ryan Anderson, Hassan Whiteside, and Ron Baker.
How many players do you need still?
I need 6.
Okay. You should. Is there anyone good that you could actually nominate? You'd pay $20 for?
No.
Okay, I think you screwed up then. You have too much money left at this point.
I did. I just bid on Buddy Hield up to $10.
Dude, were you in love with Buddy Hield?
Yes, I think I might go for 12. I'm going to go for 12.
Okay. I don't think that's a bad one. I feel like he could step up his game, and he's going to have every opportunity to do that this year.
In Sacramento, he was putting up crazy numbers.
Yeah, no, I like this. His Sacktown numbers were he went from 8 points a game to 15 points a game. And he was shooting. Yeah, he had a really good year in Sacktown.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that pick.
Let's see. I'm not going higher than 14, so we'll see if I get it. God, somebody.
You didn't get Healed?
Well,
you have
somebody
all
bid
that money?
15. I have 5 seconds left to go up to 16.
Well, you screwed the hell up.
I'll do 16.
Do it. Are you getting him or not?
I bid 16. I will not go to 17.
You are so bad at this. You went for 15 for Robert Covington, but you won't go that high for.
I got him. Oh, the guy who was bidding against me thought he was Gary Harris.
Can you nominate Donovan Mitchell already? You're driving me crazy. I think if I did this draft for you, I'm going to do it next year. I'm just going to nominate only Knicks and just see how it goes.
You'd probably have all of them. You could probably get them all for less than 200, like way less.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put the Knicks out there every day. You know what they should do? They should add a coach to this. You should get something for coach. Like you have to pick a coach and get something for the coach. And if the coach gets fired mid-season, any point in the season, you lose a bunch of points. And you can take an owner, but if the owner say gets into has one of the all-time greats in the roster arrested, you lose the league.
Jay Crowder.
I don't know, 5,
14.
Who's good that's left?
Avery Bradley, Marcus Smart, Gary Harris, the guy who thought he was bidding on, who bid against me.
I mean, Gary Harris is not bad. I mean, there's got to be a bunch of guys you're missing.
I know. I'm trying to figure out Sarek. He might not.
Isn't there a ratings system here where you can see who the best players left?
Yeah, but they're not going for much. Bradley is the next highest on the ratings.
Can you talk for 2 minutes while I get some more water?
Yeah, sure. Now we're up to the section with a lot of guys with injury histories, so this is where it gets a little tricky. Gary Harris just went for $9. I need 5 players, and I have $38. Not too bad. Trying to see there's got to be some sleeper picks coming a little bit lower. Brandon Ingram was the guy we were trying to think of before. I don't think that's enough to get LeBron to come over, but Ingram's not bad. Avery Bradley's nominated right now. Bradley gonna put up okay numbers.
Okay, I'm back.
Brandon Ingram was the guy we were thinking of.
Ingram. Ingram goes for 9.
He's not nominated. I'm just saying that's the guy we were thinking of when we were talking about the Lakers.
I think I was listening to maybe it was Zach Lowe actually who was saying that if LeBron goes to the Lakers, they have to basically cut Ingram. The cap is so screwed there basically.
Oh, so their best pick, they have to get rid of.
It was something if you want to get, it wasn't just LeBron. It was if you want to get LeBron Paul George there. If you want to get 2 top players, you don't have enough money to keep the guys you have there.
Right.
And Ingram has not been very good so far.
No, he's been
pretty mediocre. I mean, the only way LeBron goes to LA is if LeVar Ball looks like Westbrook in his first year.
Yeah.
Or else it makes no sense. Let's say he goes to LA. He goes to LA and Paul George goes there also. You have Paul George, LeBron, and LeVar Ball. And I guess you also have who's the other guy? Let's say you keep Ingram and you keep the other guy. Who's the other guy?
Randall?
Yeah, you keep Randall. Let's say you keep all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a lock to beat OKC, or are you? Well, I guess OKC would lose Paul George. But still, are you a lock to beat OKC in Houston or San Antonio?
And you have Jordan Clarkson.
I mean, I don't know if you're do you really say, and we have Jordan Clarkson?
And Larry Nance Jr.
Yeah. Do you think so? Are they a lock to beat San Antonio?
No.
They may not even get to Golden State.
I don't think they're a lock to beat Denver.
I think they're a lock to beat Denver with LeBron, but
Gary Harris.
Is he up?
No. We're catching up on guys who were bid on.
Gary Harris went for 11.
9.
Okay.
Avery Bradley.
5.
12.
Really?
Yep. Miritic.
You know who you should draft? Here's a good one for you. Here is a really good one for you. Who's the European dude that went to replace Chris Paul?
I know who you're talking about. His name is not coming.
Telek.
Yeah.
Get him. Get him
him
now. He will be a steal. He is going to be the starting point guard for the Clippers. He's going to get a bunch of assists.
Miratek.
Is that his name?
No.
Miratic went for 5. I don't know.
10.
Really?
Yeah, I took him.
You're so you.
Wait.
You
Wait. Who is the best guy on the Bulls?
Robin Lopez.
And then
I mean I get that. I totally understand what you're saying, but I don't know. This is a bad. You know he's not that good of a shooter, right?
he's gonna put up numbers.
I don't know, dude. I think this in Covington, I can say this with complete certainty. You are not winning the league.
I started off really good and really just fell off a cliff.
You are so bad at this. Can you take the guy from the Clippers?
I'm
What's
looking
his
for him.
name?
I'm looking for him.
I'm looking for him now. Also, I'm looking at the roster. It's Milos Teodosic. Teodosic. Take him. You will be very happy you take him.
Bogdanovich.
Are you going to take him or not?
Yeah, I got to find him, and then I got to nominate him, and then I have to win. It's a process.
God.
You can't just have him
The
on
process is awful. I mean, I think you'll be very. He averaged 5.5 assists a game in the preseason. He didn't average. I guarantee he wins the job from Austin Rivers, and you are very happy for taking him.
I just got distracted and screwed up.
What'd you take?
It's who I did not take. JJ Redick.
Well, then, are you going to say thank you to me?
How much do you think he went for?
It doesn't matter if you want. Why would you want JD Redick?
Because he went for $4.
Yeah, but that's what he's kind of worth.
Bogdanovich.
Hang on, let me look up JJ Redick's stats here. I don't think he's necessarily worth a roster spot for. And he's on the Clippers this year. I mean, on the Sixers this year, right?
Sixers, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in theory, that'd be pretty good for him. Yeah, he shot 15 points a game last year. I mean, in theory.
Whoa. Milos Teodosic, projected value 0, average cost 1.9.
Take him.
Somebody just
know this
him.
stuff. What do you say?
Somebody just nominated him.
Oh.
I'm in a bidding war. This is my worst nightmare.
How much is it?
It's up to 8.
For Milos?
Yeah.
Someone's live streaming the shit.
They're messing with me.
This is a good pick. This is a great pick.
He's up to 10. Do I go to 11?
Go to 11. You will be so happy. He's better than Robert Covington at 15.
I'm turning it up to 11.
Turn it up to 11. This is going to be. He is the breakout candidate. He's throwing lobs to DeAndre Jordan and lobs to Blake Griffin all year.
He's up to 12.
I feel like he's going to put up probably 6 to 7 assists a game, and probably like 10 points a game. Like he's going to put up solid numbers.
I lost.
Maybe higher.
I lost.
How much?
12.
You lost the league. That's what you did. That was awful. Could you do Donovan Mitchell? Is it your turn yet?
No.
When are you going?
There's like 6 more picks.
You don't tell me when you go. That's the problem. You're holding back on me, Jay. I'm telling you, Donovan Mitchell will be a solid pick.
Marquise
Who do you pick?
Chris.
Predict the rookie of the year.
Tatum.
Eh.
No. Wait. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe Fox.
Yeah, maybe Fox.
Kind of want to say Fox. Fox. Marquise Chris.
I say Fox. I agree. I say Fox gets it. Who are you saying?
Marquise Chris.
4.
7.
No one's. Yeah. Okay.
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade. 7.
Yes. Joe Johnson.
Joe Johnson. Really? 3.
Yep.
Is he on Cleveland now? Still?
No, he's been on Utah for a while.
He's been on Utah?
Yeah.
When did he go to Utah?
At least, well, he played there last year. I think he played there the year before, too.
Was he in Cleveland for like a half a second? Or am I crazy?
I don't know. He's been switching around a lot lately.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of someone else.
Valanciunas.
Still, Joe Johnson is pretty. Yeah, you're right. He never went to Cleveland. I don't know why I was thinking. He went to Miami for half a second. That's what I was thinking. Whatever. Valanciunas, 9.
10.
Okay. Whew. Pretty good. This.
Jabari Parker.
Jabari Parker. Is he injured or is he healthy?
That's the eternal question with him, isn't it?
I think he misses half the season.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say he goes to like 5.
4.
4. Like he put up really good numbers for like half the season last year before he was injured.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem with Milwaukee is the player they need to add is Jabari Parker. If he does, then the team could actually get better.
Yeah.
What's the deal with every young player being injured now, but LeBron James is never injured? And I don't even give me the steroid thing because the steroid thing wouldn't keep you not injured. It's like it's beyond the steroid thing. Steroid rumor, sorry, alleged steroid rumor.
So it's your fault, Mark.
By the way, I have a show for you on Netflix. You don't have Netflix, do you? Right?
No.
It's called American Vandal.
Mm-hmm.
It's you know Serial. Did you listen to Serial?
I listened to the first season.
Okay, so basically, it's in that vein. It's like a whodunit. It's basically there was a crime, and they go through the crime to figure out did that person really do it. But the crime here is some kid spray painted 27 dicks on 27 teachers' cars in like the faculty parking lot in high school, and they go through this whole thing to figure out did the kid they think that they got accused, that got convicted basically of the 27 dick spray painting drawings actually do it. It's done so well. It's like it's not laugh out loud funny. It's like funny, but also like they do it in such a way where you're like, I really like trying to figure out who did it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like it's like done very, very well. Like it really gets you into it. So it's like basically like it's like it has like this teen angst element to it, and like but everything's like and like they really everyone talks the word dick is it like they basically every possible reference to it in like a very funny way also.
It's been
I recommend
revealed
highly.
that I did lose Teledosic because of the live stream.
Oh, it was confirmed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're bad at this, Jay. I told you it is.
It's weird how I can't win bids when I talk directly about it right before I do it.
That was my steal of the draft. But no one's gonna give me Donovan Mitchell. Jay, is it your turn yet?
No.
You're lying. You're such a lie. I know your turn has already happened.
No,
What
it's
happened
coming up,
today?
but there's one guy I want.
Who do you want?
Favors. I'm like whispering it so the live streamers don't hear it.
I'm whispering it out loud.
It's like-
Favors is not bad.
If I say it quietly, only Mark will hear.
What do you think? Who's going to be the scoring threat in Utah?
Can we talk about
think-
something else?
No, yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like Hood. You think Hood's going to have a big year?
Yeah, it'll definitely be Hood that's going to do the scoring.
You think Favors going to be this good?
How much do you think Julius Randle went for?
Julius Randle went for 5.
13.
Really?
The guy you wanted the Knicks to take, Willie Cauley-Stein, how much did he go for?
1. Willie Cauley-Stein went for 1.
9.
9?
9, and it wasn't me.
Holy crap! That might be worse than your Robert Covington pick.
Evan Fournier.
Evan Fournier, 5.
Yes, to me. I like that pick.
Okay. I mean, I'm kind of about that pick. So Favors, you think Favors is going to have this? Wait, it's your turn to nominate. Who are you nominating?
See, now they're talking in the chat room to bid Favors up high.
Bid him up really high.
Oh, I'm not going to bid him up high.
By the way, is no one going to nominate Dougie McThebuckets for me?
I only have $23 left, so I can't really bid high anyway.
Because you're wasting your money on Robert Covington and bid up Favors. I think Hood has Hood been nominated yet?
No, he hasn't.
Hood is going to have a better year than Favors. Hands down. I'm not even saying that to like help Jay because I don't give a shit about Jay. I think Hood's going to have a better year. He is the guy who's going to step in there for all of Gordon Hayward's like scoring.
James Johnson.
I say Rodney Hood steps in there and gets like 18 points a game the next year. He destroyed the Knicks when he played the Knicks. Every time I saw the Hood play, and I know that the way the Knicks also signed free agents is based on how well they play against the Knicks.
There's an undo draft pick button. I'm so tempted to use that on my team.
Wait a second. So who did you nominate? Because I know your pick has happened already.
Wes Matthews.
You nominated Wes Matthews instead of Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
I don't know if I even want to go on the podcast with you anymore. What the hell's wrong with you?
I don't want Donovan Mitchell on my team.
What do you mean? He had a great preseason.
Oh, good. Ronaldo Balkman also had a great preseason.
I'm telling you, just nominate. I want to see what if Knicks fans will take Donovan Mitchell and Malik Monk for over $4. I want to see how much they value Frank Ntilikina. Why don't you put Tatum up there? You think Tatum's going to possibly and Fox? You think they'll possibly win Rookie of the Year?
James Johnson.
What?
Miami.
No, I mean James Johnson's still really. How old is James Johnson?
I think it's a different James Johnson.
I'm thinking of I think you're right. Oh, you know what? No one's nominated. Who's the dude in Miami? That's Who's the guy that got a big contract that actually looks like he's worth it?
Johnson?
Yeah, Tyler Johnson.
Tyler, no. It's Jay Johnson.
No, Tyler.
They signed two Johnsons to a big contract?
It's not James Johnson. No, it's Tyler. God damn it. Miami Heat. There's someone on this roster who's.
Johnson.
Maybe it's not Johnson. I mean, I'm so bad with names.
Pretty sure.
Can you imagine me doing the announcements for game? If I ever obviously I'm never going to cover a game, but if I was doing the play-by-play, I'd be like, pass to I don't know who that is either.
You would just call everybody by their number.
Who am I thinking of?
You'd just be like, number 8 passed to number 5, and number 7 dunked it.
No, Tyler Johnson. Did I not say Tyler Johnson?
You did.
Yeah, Tyler Johnson. I feel like he's going to have a good year.
Well, the other Johnson got nominated.
Tyler Johnson is due. He's due for a breakout season. I would take Tyler Johnson.
Okay, what did the other Johnson go for?
I don't. 4.
13.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sarek.
Tyler Johnson, breakout candidate. This is a Mark breakout candidate.
Sarek.
He went from 6 points a game to almost 9 points a game to almost 14 points a game last season. That's a solid increase.
Yeah.
Sarek, 9.
7.
Okay.
Wes Matthews.
Sarek is not going to be that. Sarek, the problem is he's going to, anytime the other guys are healthy, he's playing last.
Yeah, that is the problem with him.
Wes Matthews, 8.
5.
Okay. Why?
That was me.
So what happened with? Oh, you're awful at this.
What you?
What
I
happened?
just got him for like almost half of what you said I was going to go
whatever.
for.
What happened with Favors? Did anyone nominate him?
Shh. Brandon Ingram.
What's going on with Favors?
Nothing.
Okay. What about Rodney Hood? How are you crazy? You would take Favors over Rodney Hood?
Brandon Ingram.
Okay. Do you want to make a bet on Favors versus Rodney Hood?
No,
Who's the better
because
fantasy player?
people in the room are now screwing with me. So
who cares what they're doing with you? Jay, sticks and stones can't hurt you. Other people in the draft can.
Brandon Ingram.
Come on, you want to make a bet on this? Let's make a bet on Rodney Hood versus Derek Favors. Who has the better fantasy season?
Sure.
You want to bet a Bitcoin?
No. Well, sure. You got one?
There's a site though apparently where you can buy them instantly once you hook your bank account up to them.
Yeah.
That was one of the things that they said drove up the price.
Coinbase.
Coinbase, yes. I just saw an article, and I've been reading up on it for our tomorrow night's Brink of Sanity, where we can talk about Ethereum and Bitcoin and your madness.
That's what I did. I bought a quarter of.
No,
Bitcoin.
save it. Okay, we can talk about it tomorrow night.
Okay.
Leave the fans wanting more, Jay.
Brandon Ingram.
Ingram won for 11.
16.
Oh, it's a little high.
A little high.
Robin Lopez.
Robin Lopez. It was. I was just about to ask you.
Oh, has he gone already?
Yeah.
Okay. 8.
Exactly. Darren
Yep.
Collison.
Darren Collison. Where is he now?
He is on Indiana.
Oh. He's a starting point guard, right?
I think so.
Okay, 6.
He
But
went,
I think he's a value pick.
he went for 5.
Okay. I think he's a value pick.
Frank Kaminsky.
I would pretty much Frank the Tank is nominated, but like De'Aaron Fox is not nominated yet. Frank's crap. 2.
1.
1. No one's bidding on Frank.
Derrick Rose.
And Phil legitimately thought about taking Frank over KP. Derrick Rose will go for 3. 3.
4.
Yeah. 4. Okay. Rose will have decent numbers this year. I mean, he'll look okay. I mean, like, it's not a lot. He'll have an easier time on defense also because the Knicks were just like, such a disaster. And he's bad at defense, but like having LeBron on the court will make up for some of your terribleness on defense. I think in that kind of offense, he'll look pretty decent. What do you think?
Jason Tatum.
Oh, Tatum. This is a good one. I'm going to say he goes for 14.
5.
Did you not get him, Jay?
No, I missed out on him.
Holy crap, you're bad at this. You got him you could have got him for 3. 3 of Jason Tatum's were equal to 1 Robert Covington to you.
I went to check to see if the episode is still recording, and I look and there's like 1 second left on Tatum, and I missed it.
Oh my God, But Derek Favors. Oh, Derek Favors. I dream of him. I have a poster of Derek Favors. I beat off to him every night. He's so great. Derek Favors is so. He's your. Come on, Jay. Who left? Who's your pick that like is going to take off? You have no one that you can say like he's a good pick. Besides Robert Covington.
Yeah, there's a couple good guys coming up.
Who? Tell me.
There's, I think Smart's going to put up decent numbers.
Okay.
Zach Randolph.
I don't know.
Jordan Clarkson. Alan Crabb.
Crabb might have a decent season. Who's going to score in the Nets?
Lynn.
Lynn, yeah. Who else can get some points there?
Crabb.
Did they do yeah, Crabb, I feel like he's in a good situation to get some points. He's going to get a bunch of minutes. Did D'Angelo Russell go already?
Yes, he went like way in the beginning.
Oh, okay. What did he go for?
I think 14.
Okay, that seems reasonable for him.
Malik Monk.
Okay, Knicks fans took Ntilikina for 4. No one's going to take Malik Monk over 4. I say Malik Monk goes for 3.
4.
Oh, so Knicks fans, Malik Monk, Ntilikina, pretty much even. Okay.
People
but
are
Donovan
messing with
Mitchell.
me.
No Donovan Mitchell yet?
No, somebody just nominated Favors, and I'm not even bidding it. The bidding's going up.
Where's Favors at now?
It's only 4, but like everyone in the room put up $1.
Jay, just come on, do Favors, come on.
I hate you guys.
Jay, he's so. Why? It's not going to be Favors. Rodney Hood. I am telling you, Jay.
I
tell you what.
How high do you think? Because at some point, I'm not going to bid, and these people are going to be stuck with them.
Would you be upset? Like, I don't want anything bad to happen to your pet cat, but if your pet cat happened, and then I sent you a card saying I'm really sorry and sent you a new cat, what would your reaction be?
I would be pretty upset about that.
You would take that the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
But what if I was like, here, it's Cat 2.0?
How much do you think Favors is worth?
Favors is going to go for 8.
12.
Go for 12. Wait, are you gonna put the money up?
No, I stuck it with the person who was being a dick and bidding it up against me.
Put up Rodney Hood now. Rodney Hood is the better pick.
Caldwell Pope just went.
Caldwell Pope. He should get some points in LA, and he's playing for a contract. I'm thinking that he will go as high as 11.
7.
Okay. But I think Caldwell Pope is in a good situation to get a lot of points.
Wilson
or to get
Chandler.
got a lot of numbers, basically.
Wilson Chandler.
5, 4.
3. The
Okay.
lowest Knicks Nick went.
So I want to see Donovan Mitchell put everyone out there, and I want to see De'Aaron Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone else that we think that'll be have a big year, a breakout year? Who are we missing?
I feel like we're
I
missing.
think Tyler Johnson is a good pick. He's a prime candidate to break out. He's in a good position in Miami.
Rondo's still available.
Rondo's a terrible pick. I can't believe you don't think Rodney Hood's gonna have a better year than Derek Favors.
My team sucks.
Your team is garbage.
My team's so bad.
It has been lit on fire. Why
It's
is your
really
team so
hard
bad?
to do a show and do this draft. I gotta
Well,
say.
then just don't do the draft. Let's see what you got here. Tell me. Let's see who you got. I'll tell you if I think. Tell me who you got and how much you paid, and I'll tell you if you're a sucker.
One sec. Somebody's asking if there's an injured reserve spot.
Is there?
Uh,
Is there a Nick spot, if you would?
Well, there's not, but I added an extra bench spot.
That's fair.
So, okay. It's my turn to nominate a player.
Okay, come on, just do Donovan Mitchell. How much worse can your roster get?
Oh, while I was typing the answer to that question, I nominated Greg Monroe, apparently.
Oh, you're getting him for $1. No one's taking him.
Ooh, somebody save me. Bid him.
Oh, he's gonna stay at 2 then.
Yeah, he's definitely staying at 2. Well, no, he's up to 3.
Ooh, people are not that good. Is it because the Knicks even brought him into free agency just to talk to him? That's why he's being bid up.
I think everyone's realizing that the draft is coming to an end and there's no good players left.
Yeah. Well, there's Rodney Hood. There is Tyler Johnson. There is Donovan Mitchell. There's De'Aaron Fox.
My problem is I need 2 big men now.
Yeah. Did Brook Lopez get nominated? We just talked about him, right?
Yeah.
Have you thought about Cock? Do you think about Cock much? I mean, if Cock's on your mind, I know a Cock for you. He gets a block per game, 2 blocks per game even. I am starting to think, is it crazy to say that the best guy to pair with KP might be Cock?
He's undersized.
He is undersized, but he gets more blocks than anyone else.
I mean, is he any worse on defense than the other guys?
Yeah, exactly. He's not that much worse on defense. I know he makes stupid decisions a lot, but he's also a solid mid-range shooter. I feel like on defense, he might be the defense-offense combination. He might be the best of anyone left.
Yeah.
He's better offensively than Noah. He's better defensively, probably right now at least, than Hernan Gomez or Cantor. I don't think he's amazing, obviously there, but he might be a decent guy to actually have there. I mean, who the hell knows? But based on what we have, he could be a better pairing, and he might actually still get better because he's still young. He's 26 or 27?
Yeah, he's pretty young.
I mean, he's not the youngest player in the world, but he is. Let's see how old he is. He's turning 27 this year. And he's also there was the theory that well, we didn't even mention, by the way, that brought to you the what league are we in? What's the network?
Almighty Baller?
Yeah, Almighty Baller. Chris from Almighty Baller had a theory that basically his first 3 years didn't really count in Orlando because he was barely playing. So really, his first full season was last year or 2 years ago, I guess. So he's still he could be a guy that's going to keep getting better for a little while.
Right.
I don't know. It's not the most insane theory. He could be third year playing major or I don't even know major minutes. He was playing 15-point minutes a game last year, but he could this year. I don't think he's going to be anything that amazing, but he could still get better basically.
Yeah.
As being a solid. I don't know. I just feel the one thing he does that I like that he at least blocks some shots. His ability to block shots is actually it's pretty good. And having a guy between him and KP blocking shots, that makes our defense look a little better
True.
in the lane.
True. Thaddeus Young.
He was last year. He was not that again this matters. The offensive rating versus defensive rating, but it was 114 to 105. For a team that was so bad, that's a pretty decent rating.
Yeah.
Who are we up to?
Thaddeus Young.
By the way, and again, per 36 is worthless, but he averaged almost 13 rebounds a game per 36. Thaddeus Young, 8.
7.
Okay. Can you nominate Donovan Mitchell next? Can you just do it? What like your team? Tell me your team basically. Go over your team. Let's see what you did.
Wait. Do you want to go over any more of the guys that got drafted?
No. Just go. Tell
Okay.
me about your team.
Okay. Eric Bledsoe.
How much?
28.
Okay, that's not bad.
Bradley Beal.
Okay.
25.
Was that how many games he's going to play this year, or what you paid for him?
Come on. He's good.
Okay, he's good. No, that's a good one.
Gordon
Like,
Hayward.
those are two value picks. I like those.
Gordon Hayward.
How much?
32.
See, you were good. You were in a good direction there. Like all those three guys, like solid picks, solid value.
Yeah.
But you don't have any outstanding guys either.
No, but there are guys that, they do a little of everything.
Your draft strategy was predicated on having enough money that you like your roster is solid all throughout. What do you have next?
Covington.
Horrific.
Yeah, no, that was really bad.
Horrific. I mean, could you is there any way you could change just retype his name with to be Bargs?
I'm really upset about that pick.
That was a horrific. I mean, did James Dolan do that pick for you? Okay, who do you have?
Ryan Anderson.
Oh my God!
At $4, I think that's a good pick.
No, Ryan Anderson, you could have picked him up for free.
Apparently not.
He was. You didn't nominate him, right?
No.
Okay. Well, you could have picked him up in 2 weeks when someone dropped him.
Mirotic for 10.
Oh my God!
I don't think that's bad either.
I think your roster's horrible. Go on.
Whiteside.
You're like you have to defend this roster because it's so bad. Whiteside's pretty good. I like that pick.
Whiteside for Whiteside's going to put up good numbers.
Yeah.
The newest addition to my team, which I just got, Zach Randolph.
You paid 6 for him.
4.
Okay.
That's good value.
Yeah, that's good value. I like that.
Baker.
I mean, like, are you retarded?
You're the one who pushed me the entire time to do that.
I've been talking about other players though. I never said Baker. I never would have told you to nominate Baker.
I hate you so much.
There's no way. We listen back to the draft. There's no way I told you to nominate. I would tell you about Hood, not Baker. I told you to nominate Hernan Gomez. I told you to nominate. I told you a bunch of Knicks to nominate. I asked you to nominate Ntilikina, but like Baker.
Buddy Hield.
Baker's only getting on the court for his defense. His offense, all the stats that count in this league, he's bad at.
Mitchell got nominated.
Okay, Mitchell is going to go for 6.
2.
Nick, take him at 2. Take him at 2, Jay.
I need a big man.
Oh, you need a lot.
I have one roster spot left, and I need a big man.
I know you had one roster spot left. Okay, so who are the big men that you're considering?
I have
Did
no
he
idea.
settle at 2? He's done?
Yeah, he settled at 2.
Okay, so Ntilikina beat. He lost badly to Josh Smith, but Josh Smith. What's his name?
Rodney Hood just got nominated. They're doing all the players you want.
Oh, Rodney Hood. Yes, Rodney Hood. Dennis Smith, I was thinking of. Rodney Hood. I say Rodney Hood should go for. He'll go for 9. I think Rodney Hood's going to be really good.
4.
I think you should take Rodney Hood, Jay.
Do you know that there's only... I have the most money in the whole league, and I have $14. So nobody's going to go for very much.
But you're not going to spend your money. You should have gotten Rodney Hood. How much did Rodney Hood go for? 4?
Yeah.
Who is the best player in Utah right now?
I need a big man.
Who's the best player in Utah?
Gobert.
Okay, who's the next best player?
Favors.
Rodney Hood. Rodney Hood is the second best player.
George Hill. I mean, no, he's not even on the team.
Rubio?
Rubio.
Yeah, the guy he's passing the ball to. You know who he's passing the ball to? Rodney Hood.
Okay.
Who are the big men? Who do you have left?
I think I'm gonna go Tristan Thompson.
Oh my God, Jay. Who are your other options? Because
I have 20 seconds. Okay, Thompson, Olenek, Gibson, Mason Plumlee, Scalabrese, Dwayne Dedman,
Can we have talked about this earlier, Jay?
Patrick
Yeah,
Patterson.
all these important conversations at the last minute.
Patrick Patterson.
Take Patterson.
I mean,
Do Patterson. Do him.
I am.
Okay.
I might get him for $1.
Wait, so you ended up with $13 left?
Well, if nobody bids on Patterson in the next 5 seconds, yeah.
You should put him in for $14. You have no money. Like, who cares? That's your roster.
That's true. I should have done that.
Yeah, someone could have taken him from you. Like, are you insane?
I got Patterson for $1.
Okay, good. You have $13 left over. What are you gonna do with that money?
Donate to charity.
Like that's the worst thing. Money that's left over at this point, you just wasted money. You could have gotten better players. You got outbidded on players. You were getting outbidded throughout this entire draft, and so you have excess money. If you just hadn't been so cheap with your money.
You know, it really makes me feel good about myself doing this show with you.
What am I gonna do? Like, I have nothing to do here. I have to make fun of you.
My team isn't that bad, actually.
Really.
I mean, if you take out Ron Baker, which I will as soon as this draft ends.
Baker was a horrible pick.
Yes. No, the second this draft is over, I'm dropping Baker immediately.
Who are you gonna pick up instead?
I don't know.
Is the draft over?
No.
Because you have a full roster. Most people are probably right near a full roster at this point.
One guy.
Who's-
There's one guy with 6 players on his team.
Holy crap!
There's one guy with 5.
So who's being nominated? Who's being nominated now?
Okay, so there's been a bunch. Let's see. Let me scroll
Who's
back
the
down.
most current? Give me more recent ones.
We missed Greg Monroe, Marvin Williams, Marcus Smart, Kyle Anderson.
Marcus Smart went for 6.
Smart went for 4. Anderson, Kyle Anderson.
Okay, look at the players. Did anyone go for high? Let's see if you can throw me off. Tell me someone that you feel like went for. Just give me some questions from this. So tell me take 2 guys and tell me who went higher. See if I can figure out who went higher.
Let's see, Fox or Mitchell.
Oh, Fox. You didn't tell me about Fox. I wanted to guess Fox. I think Fox went for 5, and he'll be a great value.
Fox went for 3.
You could have had Fox and Mitchell for almost nothing.
Yeah, I know.
For the money that you have left over.
Yeah, no, I realize that.
But how do you have? Did anyone else end up with this much money left over?
No, I have the most. Yeah, I have the.
Oh, the goal of this game is to have a lot of extra money at the end that you could use for
Bitcoin. Let's see, Kuzma.
Oh, that's a good one. He will get They say like he's like the everyone's really high on him, even though he was like a 27th pick in the draft. I say Kuzma went for 4, maybe
5.
Okay. They're talking him up a lot though.
Tristan
They
Thompson.
think they're as excited about him in LA as they are about Ball.
Okay, Tristan Thompson or Tyson Chandler.
I would take Tristan Thompson over Tyson Chandler. I don't think Chandler's gonna be. I think Chandler's done.
What do you think they both went for?
I'm gonna say Tristan Thompson went for 4 and Chandler went for 1.
3 and 2.
Okay.
We had Isaiah Whitehead, Rondo. Somebody took Rondo.
Wait, did anyone take Isaiah Thomas? I know he's out for half the season.
Yeah,
but
he went for a bit too.
How much did he go for?
I have to look. Rondo went for 2.
Okay.
Isaiah Thomas went for 20.
20?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot. I mean, I obviously he's a very good player, but
It makes me feel better about some of my picks.
you can't still nominate players. Obviously, you can't nominate players. You're done.
I'm done.
What about J.R. Smith? Did J.R. Smith get nominated?
No. Crazy.
I would have thought J.R. Smith would be nominated.
Isn't Bobby Portis supposed to be okay?
He's supposed to be okay. I mean, sorry, he's supposed to be okay in the sense that Joakim Noah lost his starting job to him, and then when Joakim Noah left the team, Bobby Portis couldn't start either.
Isn't it weird that David Lee isn't even on a team right now?
Robin Lopez. Yes, he is, and I don't want him in the Knicks though. He's kind of
Yeah, but he's not like he's good enough to be on a team. I find that crazy.
Did he kneel? Did he kneel during the national anthem? How old is David Lee? No, I agree with you. It's kind of crazy that he's not on a team, but he's 30. He's gonna be 34 this season, and he hasn't really contributed. He hasn't done much in the NBA in a while. His last decent season in Golden State was when he was in 2013-14.
Was he an All-Star that season?
I don't. No, it doesn't say here he's an All-Star, but he put up 18 points a game. He's been putting up under 10 points a game since then.
Yeah,
it's been
but
a
he
bunch
was
of years.
and
he's been injured and all that. I know that, but
well, he also had a bench role in Spurs.
Yeah, his per 36 numbers aren't bad, but no, it is crazy. I agree with you. It is kind of crazy that he doesn't have a job in the NBA. Someone will pick him up.
Crab.
What about Robin Lopez for a guy to pick up?
Lopez is gone.
Oh, how much was he? Wait, let me guess. No, he went for 4. I don't think he went for much.
I am going to look. Crab went for 2. Not
Okay.
bad. Seth Curry?
6.
$1.
Okay, let's look up fantasy basketball sleepers. Let's see how much these sleepers want. I'm just pulling up sleepers from Sporting News. The first sleeper on the list is Ersin Ilyasova, whatever, from Atlanta. How much did he go for?
I don't think anybody took him.
He's a big sleeper.
Apparently, it's word on the street.
You might want to go for him. He's a big sleeper. Okay, Chris Dunn for Chicago.
Yeah, somebody took him.
How much did he go for? For 4?
I'm still looking for Lopez.
Were you supposed to get a stat guy for the show? To look this
Yeah,
stuff
he
up,
never
did you say?
responded. Robin Lopez went for 8. And
That's a lot for Robin Lopez.
good. Chris Dunn went the very next pick, so that is easy. He went for 4.
Levert. Caris Levert for Brooklyn. They're pretty high on Levert, actually, in Brooklyn. He's a guy that might get decent minutes. Also, John Luer for Detroit. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I don't know how to pronounce anyone's name.
Yeah.
Rondé Hollis Jefferson for Brooklyn.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you know Rondé Hollis Jefferson is he's been on the Nets the longest. He is what do they call it?
He has seniority.
He's the longest tenured Net, and you know how old he is? 22.
Guys, I leave the draft for 1 minute to get in the shower, and I auto pick Rondo. WTF? Wow.
Here's another one. This one's insane. For draft sleepers, this is an insane. Who would be the most insane sleeper you could pick? And I'll give you a hint. He's a Knick. Who is the most insane guy on the Knicks?
I must have seen that article because somebody said Lance Thomas.
Yes. That is insane. That is absolutely okay. That destroys the entire article. Number 7 on the list, T.J. Warren for Phoenix. Supposedly, he's supposed to be decent. 8, Joe Ingles in Utah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9, another Knick. This is the worst list. Who else in the Knicks would you say is a horrible sleeper for this draft?
See, I turned it off after Thomas, so I don't actually know who this is. I would say
You turned off the room?
No, that article. I just when I saw Lance Thomas, I clicked off, so I didn't see the
you were looking at the exact same article as me?
I can't imagine 2 articles have Lance Thomas as sleeper pick.
I mean, why was this saying? Why'd you look up? I'm telling you about draft. You look up the same article I'm looking at.
No, I may have looked up sleeper pick articles before the draft. So, I'm so glad you gave somebody the idea of Ilyasova.
Oh, did someone draft Ilyasova?
Yeah, for $1, and now I will not be taking him after the draft is over.
It's so much fun when my advice screws you.
It's just happened multiple times tonight.
Who's another insane one in the Knicks?
It wasn't Baker, was it?
No.
Let's see.
Beasley.
Beasley, okay.
Beastly. Okay, and number 10, we talked about him already. He was drafted.
Oh, the Johnson you were talking about on Miami just went for $1.
He's a good pick. He's a very good pick. Darren Collison.
Okay. I can see that.
I thought let's say busts. Let's look at busts.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay, here are the ESPN has ESPN sleepers. Oh, let's go through the ESPN sleepers also. ESPN has Eric Gordon, Alfred Payton, Ricky Rubio, D'Angelo Russell, Dennis Smith, breakout candidates, Julius Randle, Miles Turner, Russell. Okay, busts. Some interesting busts on here. They got Lonzo Ball.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be surprised if he's a bust. Jeff Teague,
Possible.
Wiggins,
Mm-hmm.
Wade, Brooke Lopez.
Interesting, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Lopez was injured a lot, and then he had a healthy season, so now people are buying high on him.
Okay, the Sporting News actually has a bust list also. This should be interesting. Isaiah, Wade, Russell. Oh, they picked the Knick for biggest bust. What Knick do you think they picked for biggest bust that's going to hurt us?
Porzingis.
Nah, they didn't pick Porzingis.
Okay.
But who else? Who else will you be frustrated if he's a big bust?
Nolikina?
No. He wouldn't be I don't think he'd make a biggest bust list.
Hernan
Just
Gomez?
No. Timmy.
Oh, yeah.
That would be painful if he's a big bust. That'd be
Tayshaun
very
Prince
painful.
is still I didn't know Tayshaun Prince was still in the NBA. That can't be Tayshaun Prince. Oh, Torian Prince, okay.
Yeah, I was saying Tayshaun Prince is not in the NBA anymore.
The Morris
Eric
twins
Gordon,
went back-to-back.
Ryan Anderson
For what?
for biggest bust.
It's just a screenshot of my fantasy team. It's like Miritek, Randolph, Field.
Okay, I'm going to CBS Sports. What do they say about the sleepers while the draft still? Is anyone else? Is the draft still going on?
It is, but it's almost over.
Who's left? Or sorry, who's up? Who's being nominated now?
Somebody's in the process of picking somebody. Mason Plumlee just went.
Oh, okay. Why is every site you go to have music and videos playing automatically for commercials?
I know, it's
Like,
crazy.
Every guy. Remember the pop-up thing where every site had pop-ups? They had to kill it.
Yeah.
Now this is the same thing now. Every site you go to, unless you have your volume off, like it's a video and it's so goddamn annoying.
Gotta get ad blocker.
What is ad blocker?
It's an extension for Chrome, and it blocks most of that stuff.
Oh, no shit. I gotta get that. Okay. Oh, here's a good one for sleepers. DeJounte Murray on San Antonio.
What position
That's
do
a-
you play?
Point guard.
Hmm.
He's on San Antonio. They like him. Tony Parker is hurting. They're gonna give Murray a lot of minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, and Patty Mills has never really taken the reins there. Murray could be really good.
Yeah.
That's a very good pick. They have also Josh Richardson. I don't get the Nets here. Rondé Hollis Jefferson. I don't know why they think he's so good. John Collins on the Hawks. I don't know. I don't think I know him. Thon Maker on Milwaukee.
Well, these guys are still available.
Yeah. Then so no one took my Tyler Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay, he went for.
I told
two.
you that like 2 minutes ago.
Oh well, I'm not listening to you 2 minutes ago.
He went for $1.
$1. Okay. Is anyone else that I? Here's some other guys you should take. Did anyone take James Harden or LeBron James? Those are good. Those are sleepers.
Oh, yeah, I never thought of that. Kylo Quinn might actually get drafted.
Yes. He's going for $1. No one's going to do over $1.
I'm trying to see everyone because he's coming up in the in the rankings.
Oh yeah.
But everyone who has a spot left is here, which means they're going to have to actively pick him.
Oh.
But, I mean, there's 14 guys left to be drafted, and he is 8 in the rankings. So it could happen. DeJounte Murray just got drafted.
Oh, I wonder how they thought of that one.
You were just screwing me for this post-draft pick.
Well, I got nothing else to do, so. DeJounte Murray, that's a pretty good one. What about Jaylen Brown? You think he'll have a good year? Break out for Boston?
I know people in Boston are really high on him. I don't know how many minutes he's going to have.
Alex Len, you think he's actually good? Like, this is the year. I think Len has one more year, and then the Phoenix has to decide where they're going to sign him. He's a high pick.
Yeah, I don't know about Len. He's one of those guys that, like, every year I'm like, oh, he's going to finally pull it together, and then he doesn't.
Right. This one has Buddy Hield. You got Buddy Hield, right?
I did.
Okay.
For way too much money. Not that it mattered. I finished with so much money anyway.
Yeah, it didn't matter at all, actually. Did Dedmon go? This one has Dedmon as one of the sleepers.
He had to have gone.
I
wonder
let's
if
see over. What were you gonna say?
No, I was thinking about. Oh, Laurie Markkinen just went.
By the way, I'm listening to. So Jay has recommended a new podcast to me. The Dollar Podcast. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
So I'm listening to the first one, the one about Clive and Owen. I mean, I forgot just how insane that story was.
I didn't know it was that insane until they really dug deep into like who the guy was.
Oh my god! I think I knew how insane it was, but I just didn't like. It was the story about the guys. Yeah, it was more insane than I even realized. It was the guys that where were they? Where were they? In the Midwest or something?
Yeah.
Somewhere. And they basically took a government office hostage because the guy wanted his cows to graze on government land. The government just said, "You can do that. You have to pay us $1 a month." And he was like, "I'm not going to do that." And they had a militia basically occupying a government office, government agency. That was absolutely insane. But yeah, the podcast is really good. I highly recommend the Dollar Podcast, and start at episode 1. The Clive Bowen episode is great.
Cliven.
Episode.
I like what they call him, Cliven.
Cliven, but whatever his name is, Cliven. That was great. The Tickle episode was great, number 3. The Ghost episode I got bored of and just deleted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have you just recommend episodes to me.
Okay.
Who else is? Oh, here's the most overrated players in fantasy. Okay, so this is ESPN's list of most overrated players in fantasy. So let's see, they have. You know what I was gonna do, Jay?
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna just like read your roster for overrated players. So I thought that'd be kind of funny. But I don't have to. ESPN lists Whiteside first.
Really?
Yes.
The highest paid player on my team. Oh, Dedmon just went.
Oh, how much do you go for?
$1.
Okay.
Oh, cool. He's a big man, and that's what I need on my team. That's good.
Wait, was he most overrated? The player I most overrated. Yeah. Sorry. Whiteside. That's pretty fun. Did Drummond go?
He must have.
What did Drummond go? I would think Drummond went for like 16, maybe. Maybe higher.
He went for 12.
Okay.
Because he's the worst free throw shooter of all time, isn't he?
Yeah, he's horrible. He's like, I have a question for you. So, the guys that moved teams, like the teams that like you had basically Oklahoma, Houston, and Minnesota all had major changes to their team by like adding players, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which of them will be the best, and which one will be the biggest bust?
Oklahoma, Houston, and who?
Oklahoma, Houston, and Minnesota. Not necessarily which will have the best record, but which will have the biggest like would Jimmy Butler be which will be the biggest like adding Jimmy Butler, adding Paul George, or adding Chris Paul? Which will be the work out the best and the worst?
I think best will be Oklahoma, and worst
Best?
and worst will be Houston.
So Houston, you think because you have two ball dominant, basically point guards, it's going to be too hard?
Yeah, I think they're going to cancel each other out.
I feel like the problem with Paul George and Melo also is both of them, at least recently, have been low efficiency players, low efficiency scorers. I feel like that's going to be a bad thing for Oklahoma. I feel like it's not going to go. The more I've been thinking about this, I think this is not going to go as well as everyone hopes in Oklahoma.
Well, I hope it goes bad for both of them.
And also, just the Jimmy Butler. I think Houston's going to work out the best, because I think Chris Paul is that smart of a player and that good of a player that he could work off the ball. He'll adapt to this.
Yeah.
The thing with Minnesota is you're adding basically, they're predicting people like Minnesota will add 14 victories because they basically added Jimmy Butler.
Well, and Teague and Gibson.
But Teague's not really like he's just replacing Rubio. And Gibson's the bench player.
Yeah,
so.
Butler's just replacing Levine.
Yeah.
That's how it works when you get a new player. They replace him.
Yes. By the way, you know who didn't go? Isaac. Anyone draft Isaac?
No, I don't even know if I know Isaac.
Jonathan Isaac. He was like the 7th player in the draft. 6th player in the draft, something like that. Where did he go? He was a guy that Chris from Almighty Baller, when he did the podcast with me, he was hoping the Knicks would get him. He thought he would be the perfect pairing with Porzingis.
Right, that's right.
He was supposed to be he's the 6th pick in the draft. He went to Orlando. He's supposed to be a very good defensive center.
Don Maker just went. I swear people are just picking centers to make sure there's none left when the draft is over.
I love it. Okay, Jonathan Isaac. Orlando's going to play him. I wonder what he's done in preseason so far. He's got a ton of talent.
He's not even on the first screen as far as.
Yeah. So he's offensively challenged. So like that. Yeah, that's why he's not going to go that high, I guess.
Roy Hibbert's not going to get drafted.
No, he's not.
Isn't
No,
crazy,
he is
though?
not.
Courtney Lee just got nominated. So we've had almost the whole Knicks roster nominated.
Oh, who's left? Okay, who's left? Did Cock get nominated? No, he did not get nominated, right?
No, he is currently ranked 6th.
Joakim Noah.
No.
Could someone take Noah?
It's no way. There's only one. There's one guy left.
Oh, you know who who should take? McBuckets. Did anyone take McBuckets?
No, but the very last guy took a center just to make sure I have nobody.
Which center?
Aaron Baines.
Oh, that wasn't bad.
Yeah, I know.
Your team sucks, huh?
Well, it's been fun, folks.
What did we learn today, Jay? Is the show over now?
Yeah, the show's over. The draft is over. Show's over.
Okay, what did we learn today?
We learned that it's really hard to do a podcast and focus on an auction draft at the same time.
By the way, I was calling the guy Clive Owen. I think I meant to say Clive Barker. Clive Owen's the guy that is the horror director.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clive Owen, just so anyone gets sued. Clive Owen, the horror director, did not lead an armed militia to take over a government office.
I also think it's Bundy, not Barker.
Okay, what did we learn today? We also learned that Jay's strategy. Hey, well, we don't know. Maybe you'll be really good this season and win the whole thing. So.
I mean, I was pissed at my team last year too. So.
Yeah, I mean, you have the same record as everyone else right now. So.
Yeah.
But one thing we do know is the worst pick in this entire draft was Robert Covington.
Probably.
Hands down, even worse than Baker.
Which is also my pick.
Yes.
Bye, love. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. It's all over. Goodbye. It's time to go.
This is the end.
Say goodbye. You better go away.
I'm gonna leave you.
It's the end. Goodbye. Goodbye. Just leave me alone.
Feels so good to say goodbye.
I'm sick and tired and I'm saying goodbye.
I just realized we said none of the contact info, but considering it's 2 hours and 40 minutes into the episode, I don't think anybody's still around to hear it. So we'll have to do that next week.
I think we're fine.